Good morning. Good morning. On that dang video.
He's like,
Going live on radio.
Morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and transvestites and transgenders, and some of you bastards that are just confused, and some of you
Transformers.
Transformers. People like Mike that just touch themselves inappropriately.
Whoa.
He asked me last night as he was leaving. He's like, "Can I file something against myself for sexual harassment?"
We don't have an HR
I'm
person
like,
anymore.
no, but go home and figure out where to shove that complaint.
Okay, so right there, he was, I don't consider what he said to be sexual harassment, but he did give me an idea where to touch myself inappropriately.
Oh my Lord.
So I did.
Oh my
That's why
God.
I'm late this morning.
That's why I'm late this morning. That's why
And
I'm
you didn't
regular.
check any text messages?
I don't, guys. You can't look. This is Rockdale County. Serious. You cannot look at your phone in
Hey,
Rockdale County.
how long? Hold on. And D, don't even interrupt. Just let this come out really simple and smooth. How long does it take to get from your house to this house? Pardon me.
Currently 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Does been here 15 minutes.
That she lives.
And
in
I
the
came
corner.
last
No.
minute. Sorry.
Which means if she's been here 15 minutes, all the text messages in which you're describing were like 45 to an hour ago, which means you weren't driving. So where do you go with that excuse?
You got a tumor on the side of your head.
I see. I see where that answer is. I can't drive and text, y'all. This is Rockdale County. But you can speed.
And sell
Not
stuff
my
in a
car.
parking lot.
No,
I have to
downhill, maybe.
Oh, we already have a call.
Just for fun. Home of where we don't care that you're. Hi, how you
He
doing?
didn't know where he was going with that.
I'm doing great.
I was
How are
trying
y'all
to keep
doing?
it PG-13 for a second, and then it's like, why? We're at
It's before 8
7:33.
o'clock.
Sir, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I am driving, almost going towards Atlanta at this point, but I'm getting there.
You do realize you're going the opposite direction.
Yeah, this is true.
We haven't
Are
heard
you
from you. in a
crying?
while.
Augusta spells different than Atlanta. You got that right, little Richard? I mean,
Yeah, good
I've
point.
been-
Good point.
Augusta East, Atlanta West. Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, taking the little man up to a doctor's appointment, and I took a couple of days off. Figured I would.
Oh, you're going to the
you
Winnie
guys
doctor?
on the way? What?
I said you're going to the Winnie doctor?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
hear
talking
you.
about
No,
taking
no.
Grant to the doctor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So are you
okay.
coming? Are you
I
coming?
didn't know.
The
I didn't
other
know if
little
you've been
man.
staying in them motels out in Augusta. You might have
Jeez.
called something. You know, I mean, just saying.
Jeez.
The other little man.
The other little man,
I love you.
the one that really means something to you.
Amen. There you go.
So since you took a couple days off, you can come to the show tomorrow.
I should be able to if y'all
So-
want me to.
So what's going on with your son? Just schedule a
Just
checkup.
doctor, a regular old doctor's appointment.
Okay.
Good. Why? I mean,
So,
good that it's nothing
Yeah.
serious.
Good
You
job.
know what I
Denise.
mean.
Good job. Miss Insensitive with the three
No, he knows what I mean.
Too soon.
You know what I
Being
mean, right?
super dad. Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
glad. I'm
just
glad
being
nothing
super
was
dad for the day.
wrong.
kids. Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Today's Thursday.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow's Friday. Hell yeah.
That's right.
I'm
Is that
telling you,
Freaky Friday.
I've got to just say this. The last y'all, 4 weeks, 5 weeks for me's just been hell. Like
Uh-huh.
food poisoning and then trying to recover, then the flu, trying to recover. And then,
Yep.
last week I think I'm recovering. I'm like, woo, life's coming back to normal. And then the air conditioning went out and we've been dealing with that.
I think we should
Good Lord.
also bring up the point that there was a poo problem one of those weeks.
Oh yeah.
There was
And then
immense
last
blockage.
night, Mike sitting here, he started to look like Tarzan. Like he's got this little terry cloth type apron on, and
Oh, yeah.
he's taking his shirt off, and he's got this freaking scarf on, and he
Yeah,
starts
baby.
talking. He starts talking some Indian stuff to me, and he's like, "Well, I figured since you have me working in a sweat lodge, we might as well treat it like one."
Now, when you say talking Indian, do you mean like or do
Get that one.
Man of War kill bear?
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Standing
I-
nose.
I've never seen a red dot in a sweat lodge.
I have.
I mean, I've seen some
Yeah,
red
that's
dots
called
working, building some shoes and stuff over there that looks like a sweat lodge because, they got busted for all that
That
stuff.
man in a little suit.
Fat man, little
So, anyways, back to the
coat.
caller. Nice hearing from you, sir.
Hey, did you know Will Ferrell was at Bradley's in Covington last night?
No, really?
Yeah,
That's
God,
cool.
He was funny. He's so funny.
I would love to meet him.
it looks just like him. I would.
Oh, so it wasn't.
Let me show you. Hold on.
Oh my God. Can we get back to the caller? Little Richard, I'm going to throw this out there.
Okay.
Nobody ever really realized how much you were part of the show as a daily listener. Like you and Jeff Matthias both.
Oh, yeah.
To God, just sucks that you disappeared there for a minute.
He went to the
Oh, yeah.
Willie doctor. He said he was taking the little guy to the Willie doctor. The Willie.
Yeah,
He said, Willie, you can take
The wee
a-
little doctor.
the wee little
Wee
doctor. You can take away my freedom, but you can't take my Willie.
Oh Lord.
If you keep putting him in the places that you've put him, it's going to fall off. It won't matter who tries to take
Oh
it.
wow.
Nobody will have to take it. It's just going to leave on its own.
I got 10 more
Yeah.
shots at it.
It's going to be like that it's going to be like that pissed off dog. It just runs away.
It burns when I pee. No,
Of course, yours will look like one of them black shriveled up worms in the driveway.
It burns
Oh,
when I pee,
Lord.
not when I physically pee. I mean, it's my eyes that burn.
Stop peeing in your
So,
eye.
anyways, little Richard, you're on your way into Atlanta.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
headed up to the pulmonologist for Grant Man and
What is the pulmonologist?
Lung.
lung doctor.
Okay.
Yep, just a regular every 3-month checkup for that. And
Cool.
as soon as we
Okay.
get done with that, I am free.
And Denise is a
I go
smoker,
out
so
and do
she's
anything I want.
going to go visit one of those soon.
Anything I want.
Duh.
Duh.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going
You
to
got it.
start kicking in some whatever this stuff is that we do.
All right.
I'll see you later.
We don't know what we do.
All right, bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
So
Alrighty.
on important news, not that was not. That sure sounded horrible.
That was
On
horrible.
important news, for the people that don't know this, dun dun dun,
Oh, I thought you were saying duh.
3 times
Duh.
3 is 9.
driving
3
and
squared is
crying
9.
will be doing a concert. Can y'all shut it? Driving, I feel like I'm one of the Griswolds and I'm smacking the 2 idiots in the back seat. Driving and crying, that's a band, They will be.
I'm not touching you.
Hello.
Shut up, Mike.
Woohoo!
That
Okay.
was perfect time.
Okay.
So again, there's this band, called Driving and Crying. And they're going to be coming to concert in Covington.
Bum, bum, bum.
Did everybody hear me?
A concert in Covington.
Can I ask? I mean, we've discussed the demographics in some of these smaller towns. Covington just doesn't seem like a big dying and crying.
Yeah,
community.
but what it is we're trying. They are trying. Watch, here's the song in case nobody knows it.
I'm going
Here, I'll
straight
fast forward.
to Scotty's house.
Come in at 5 a.m. and
Still too
Shut up.
waiting for me. She said, where have you been? I said I was out. She said, you're no good cause you're running without love. I'm going straight to hell.
Okay, so everybody gets what song it is.
Oh yeah.
Now, which one was that? I'm just kidding.
Throat Punch. That's what it was. So, anyways, Driving and Crying is coming. That would be April 30th. It's the last Saturday of April. Just for Fun is going to be
Don't say.
helping promote it. I'm working with the promoter himself, Mr. Steve. We're going to be pulling off some miracles. Hopefully that gets us, of course, backstage
VIP.
access, being able to live stream a few videos at one time. So what I'll do is what I'm going to try to do is teach Mike how to video from the Android tablet and put that new program on.
Because we
And
know he
then-
can't do it from an iPad.
And then I'll do it from the iPad. And then what we'll hopefully do is have multiple live videos happening at one time.
Multiple live. live.
If anything, one's live on YouTube and one's live on Facebook, and then there's 2 different ones. I
That'd be
don't
cool.
know. We'll come up with something.
We can call it multi-live.
You're such a dork.
That'd work though, wouldn't it?
So I got some news.
So how about that? That's happening
That's really cool though.
in the last month. Excuse me, last weekend of the month.
I really didn't get an answer to my question though.
Oh, sweet Lord.
What was your question, sir? God.
Well, I don't understand why Covington. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just wondering, do they know?
Okay. Gosh, picking with your brain is like doo-doo in a spaghetti factory. You're just digging around in the noodles. You think you found a meatball, and it's not. The point
Look at him. He
is,
can't even
Covington has really been stepping it up over the last couple years, doing more activities.
They got doo-doo meatballs.
Shut up.
Give me a pen.
Shut up. Good catch.
What happened to Scott?
So why not do it in Covington? Why not stop all the redneckedness and start doing some really cool stuff? You know what I mean? There's really cool stuff. There's no reason to always have to drive into Atlanta. We can't seem to get Rockdale/Conyers to do a whole lot. You know, Conyers is kind of starting now that they've got a new person running the little yellow building. They're kind of starting to do more. And then all the owners of the shops in Old Town have united and made their own little organization that they basically now will say, this is what we want to do and this is what we'll be part of. And basically the person that was in charge of it just was doing such a crappy job.
They've
These
just kind of
people
taken over.
Well, they decided, look, if anybody's going to talk about what we're going to do, it should be us.
Right, and it
So
should be.
they formed their own little group. So now Old Town is actually starting to pull some stuff together. But Covington's just a couple of leaps and bounds ahead of them. They've already been doing it. Covington, look at the square, Covington, and look at the Old Town. You know what I mean? The square now for the last 4 or 5 years has really, really been stepping it up. Conyers is just now starting. So
Conyers Old Town, I guess just because of the way the roads are, it's a little confusing sometimes. I mean, you got to make sure you take this turn, that turn.
Go one way.
Yeah, go.
Well, you
got to
remember,
you turn
Conyers, Old Town Conyers was formed around that whole railroad. I mean, you got to think of how many hundreds of years that stuff's been sitting there.
And it's kind of, I'm just going out on a limb here, but I think Covington, the square and whatnot, and then it opens up to 278 and all. It's a little bit more conducive to getting to the expressway. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because I know I-20 runs damn near right through Old Town Conyers, but to get from Old Town Conyers to the highway, a little bit of a trick.
Yeah.
So I
got people saying, hell yeah, I'll come video.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. This would be a big deal for us. We're gonna step all out and do a lot of behind the scenes stuff and get some cool video footage.
I'm gonna let my hair grow out.
Yeah, good luck with that. On your back? Like you're not gonna get it waxed between now and the end of April?
No. I'm gonna let my hair.
I want to see you get your hair back in cornrows.
My hair back.
Your hair back.
Mike's
Little Richard goes, where is Covington?
Cornrows. What?
Little Richard goes, where's
Okay.
Covington?
By the way, if everybody knows where the YMCA is in Covington, there's a football field that's pretty much kind of behind it. A lot of people drive past it, don't even know it's there. But
they fixed it up really nice.
But that's where the stage is going to get set up and everything's going to be happening. Steve actually is coming in tomorrow. He'll give us, right now, there's a lot of speculation on my end because I don't have all the information. Me and Steve have been playing phone tag now for about a month. But like at the time that I got over the flu and started kind of getting better, he was doing a big production with like a college that he was dealing with. So, about the same time I start coming back to reality, he's working out of town. So last night, while I was sitting in my sweat lodge, I was talking to him on the phone.
Your sauna.
If you were
it was 76 friggin' degrees when I was trying to go to bed last night. I literally opened a window because my mother-in-law had surgery.
Yeah, so
she's just laying there sweating. So we put a fan in the window. I opened the sliding glass door and put a fan in the sliding glass door. And at the time it was like 65 degrees and we're just pumping cold. It's cold. It's as much as we could cold air into the house.
Right.
And ice packs on her back. And, it just sucked the D nugget that made the promises that he was going to come fix my air condition. You know, there's nothing worse than lying to me, other than lying to me. And I've got a woman here that lives in a house that has air conditioning. Don't get me wrong, but she wouldn't be able to take care of herself nearly as much.
Right.
So we're like, man, we got good air. You know, I'm home a lot. You know, that way, if you have to get up and walk to the bathroom, because after back surgery, they want you to get up and walk. So it's like, come stay at our house. That way, somebody will be with you all the time, or at least when I would leave to go do an errand, my father-in-law would be here. You know, we had this all figured out. And her surgery, the air went out on the 1st, and it was still kind of cool. And I'm talking to this clown on the phone, and I'm like, look, man, her surgery's Thursday. Are you going to be here Thursday? Yeah. Okay. I promise I'll be there Thursday. Okay. Well, Thursday, the weather was still decent, but I knew the calendar, the forecast was saying by Monday, Tuesday, it's going to get hot. So by Sunday, still nothing. So I'm texting them, still no answer. Then all of a sudden, you know, Tuesday rolls around, and at this point, I'm already calling another dude.
You have to.
You know, because I got to do what I got to do.
Right.
And then by Tuesday, me and this clown get on the phone together, and promises are made that, I'll be there tonight. I'm like, okay, because, you know, it's fixing to get hot. Oh, I swear I'll be there. Yeah, that was...
He never
showed up. Then hits me up during the show yesterday. Says, what's up? And I went, huh?
Really?
I said,
and your name, sir?
I said, what's up means what? He goes, well, you never called me. I went, I wasn't supposed to call you. You were supposed to be here.
Yep.
Don't play stupid
Try to turn
with me.
it around on you.
I gave this guy nearly $5,000 in 2013. The least he could have done is come and warrantied his work.
Right.
And then the other AC guy gets here and basically,
don't you hate this? Oh, I know what's coming.
Tells me how it was put in incorrectly, which I do remember. I gave the guy that was my motorcycle riding buddy the money. He had a rough end crew that does all the rough ends, come rough it in, and then he was going to do all the finalization, connecting it, put the free on it, and everything else. But what this means is these two good old boys that go rough them in these new houses, I call it shitting and getting. They just came in and shoved it in and left. The lines wasn't right. You know.
But bottom line, the other guy came to do everything, so he should have seen it was wrong and fixed it.
Yeah, well.
Say again.
Bottom line is the guy that I thought was my friend should have been here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make a promise over something that important. There's a difference. Like I've been saying to Rob for 2 weeks, man, I'm on my way. I'm going to get up there. But there's nothing really pressing. There's like, I'm not holding him up from doing what he's got to do. He understands that I'm dealing with all this drama. He gets it. But now, you know, when somebody says, I understand that your mother-in-law is having surgery and blah, 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 and I swear I'll be here, right. That's a little different. That's like me saying to Denise says, look, David is having surgery. His car's at the hospital. Can you come pick me up and drive me to the hospital? But I got to be there at 9. And I go, I promise I'm going to be there. And then 14 friggin' days later, I text and go, hey, what's up? You know, I don't want it to sound like I'm just totally whining. But my point is,
you have every right to rant about that. That was, yeah.
It's more along the lines of, I want everybody to know my life's just as crazy as other people's lives. And it just sucks when we count on people like that. I mean, that's why I'm really particular about who I have as a sponsor, because I don't want somebody to call me up and go, hey, dude, your guy never showed up. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, y'all do remember that there was one tattoo company I was using years ago, and I kept getting messages of like, so I went to this tattoo studio you talked about, and the kid behind the counter was extremely rude. And in my mind, what sucks is this cat drove from Buford to Covington. This guy gave up an hour drive to come down to be spoke to like he was a piece of crap.
You don't want
so
your
then he
name
leaves.
associated with that.
Right. Then he calls me up and says, dude, I don't know why you sent me there. Them people are horrible.
Yeah. I'm
you know,
about 2 tattoos.
I'm real particular. Like the plane boss.
Well, you said the tattoo guy, so I just
I mean, are you thinking about getting 2 tattoos, aka 2 midgets, or are you thinking about actually getting ink?
Ink.
Oh, I'm just making
Good
sure.
about getting ink.
But no, but when it comes to you, I'm thinking the plane boss, the plane. You thinking about getting 2.
The
Do you have-
teardrops right there.
You can't get no teardrops. Oh,
Do you
for my
have any
homies.
tattoos? You
Idiot.
don't
For
have
my
any
homies.
tattoos now,
that's
do you?
for people you've killed and murdered.
Okay.
But you can't do that.
I can get a bunch of little tattoos.
You can't. Shut up.
Do you have any tattoos now?
Shut up.
Hey, I got
No,
Steve
that dirty spot's where he forgot to take a shower.
I know.
Yeah, that's a
Steve
skid
said,
mark.
"Shut up, Mike."
Okay. Good morning.
Who said that?
Steve.
You know, earlier you were saying where was the YMCA, and I got to giggling, and the
You
only
wanted
thing,
to start
the
singing.
only thing I could think of is if you were in the Navy, you know where the YMCA is.
Oh, jeez.
In the Navy.
So,
Please save us with something.
in other news, you guys all watch Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars. Chumlee, the star of the hit show Pawn Stars, was arrested in Las Vegas after police raided his home on Wednesday. Police are investigating an alleged sexual assault at his home and had issued a search warrant. During the course of the search warrant, several illegal items, including methamphetamine, marijuana, and firearms, were located.
Why would you do that, man?
At this time, Chumlee, real name Austin Lee Russell,
What a
has
dumbass.
not been charged with sexual assault, and the investigation is ongoing. He was transported to the Clark County Detention Center and booked on the following charges.
He's
He
done.
prohibited person in a possession of a firearm and numerous narcotic charges, including methamphetamine and marijuana.
And it makes you wonder, are they going to allow him back on the
No.
show?
No.
Isn't that in your contract and junk that you
Well,
can't?
and not only that, but they're a whatchamacallit? They're an anti-drug show.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
the
they film like
the biggest problem is the accusation of a gun's one thing. The accusation of the drugs is one thing. Sexual assault, and here's the problem too. A lot of people don't realize. We watched this happen to a guy in Social Circle. So the warrant to get there was based on the sexual assault.
Yes.
The problem is if he gets convicted of the sexual assault, the possession of the firearms goes from let's look at it like if you were in school and you got a demerit for giving somebody a wedgie, and then you get like 4 demerits for punching somebody in the nose. Right. And you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So if you get the demerit for the girl, the gun charge that alone might have been 1 demerit, because of the charge with the girl, it makes the gun charge like a 4 demerit.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you get caught with the possession of an illegal gun and drugs, it makes the illegal gun worse. It makes the drug worse. So I mean, for each item, if they were alone, it's bad. But when you start putting
the escalation of charges,
right, the assault on the girl, that's considered assault.
Yeah.
But it not necessarily wasn't him. It might have happened at his house.
But I'm
got him in the door.
Right.
But what the point is this though? You now have assault, that's violence.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have illegal guns, which makes both of them really bad. Oh, and let's throw some illegal drugs in there with illegal drugs. I mean, with illegal guns and some violence that happened on your property.
What happened?
Oh my God. All of it intensifies.
What was it? Because he's been in legal trouble before.
I have
hasn't
no
he?
idea. I have no idea. When it comes to him, man, you just see a little bit here and there on Facebook. You don't know what's real. You don't know what's bad. But I mean, it's just when you start having one charge that affects another charge. I mean, if he would have just had a phone call about the girl, that would be horrible. If he just had a phone call about drugs, that would be horrible. But when you start putting them all together, they all become like a bonus. Like, do you want that free apple pie with your extra value meal? And if you buy 14 value meals, we give you 36 apple pies. That's the problem. It's like going to Pep Boys and buying 3 tires, and we'll give you a free one if you buy 3. The problem is he just now took each one that's a felony, and now we have several felonies.
Well, here you go. Here's another guy that had everything in the world going for him, and made a really, really bad choice. So, See you in the funny papers, dude.
Dang, man.
Shave your head. And
They're
walk
not,
backwards.
and they won't cancel the show because of him.
Oh God, no.
Rick and them have
Yeah.
way too much time and money invested in
Have
this
you
show.
seen his girlfriend?
Who?
That girl is Chum
Let's see.
Lee's.
You know, if that girl's dating him,
she's
it
a
ain't.
chef for a major Las Vegas casino.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
is.
God.
And guess why she's dating him?
Why she was dating him.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is they've said he's kind of like the military Mike of Pawn Stars. They say he just plays a dumb ace, that he's really a very educated person, that it's just a character.
Scotty, that's one of the nicest things you've ever said. To me.
Oh, I thought he was going to
year
get.
and a
I was about
half.
to get pissed.
I thought he was going to get hung on me calling him a dumb ace.
You call me a dumbass 10 times a day. That's the nicest thing you've ever said
Wow,
to
like
me.
this is a total 180-degree difference of what I expected was to
Hey,
come out of his
Steph.
mouth.
Steph, are you listening?
He flicks off the camera. But yeah, it's
Okay,
you know, it's
never
what,
mind.
it's what we try to tell. it's what we try to tell people, that it's just a show. Like me and Steve were joking last night, and I said how funny it is that so many people get hung up on what they hear on the show. For instance, Mike and them last night were just really going off on the Constitution. Well, Mike doesn't know me really from my old me, but he does know him and Kim Morgan had listened to the show back in the old day. So the difference is last night listening to those guys scream, and I don't mean scream loud,
Yeah.
but scream
Passionate.
meaning passionate. That's his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smoking cow.
I've done her.
Oh,
Anyways, Mike, last night listening to them, I'm like, that's how I used to be. Because I used to scream I would scream my whole freedom of speech, and everybody supported it. But as we started growing,
Neo
and-
out of reach.
yeah, my Neo's out of reach. As we started growing and started more and more people meeting me at charity events and everything else, we started noticing that there was a clash. Meaning
Yeah.
the people that started listening to the show after meeting me at a charity event then would hear us on our late night, and they couldn't I couldn't get it out of my mouth. They couldn't decipher the difference of the two. One being outside daytime event, two being nighttime radio show. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
So the good thing with you is they all think you're
An
a
idiot.
deek and an
Yeah.
ace hole. So to
Yeah.
hear you do the Constitution doesn't surprise them, because they know that's what you stand for. Whereas with me doing the morning show,
Completely out of character.
right?
you
If
know?
I'm doing the morning show and then I go to be just crazy and funny on the night show, it freaks people out. So I have to now sit back and let you guys do the shows that I support. I just can't. I can't speak because I get ridiculed. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
insane how much hate mail I get.
I you know what, and Jacob, thank you, buddy, because he was really participating through the entire
Last night?
show. I mean, till after like freaking almost 10 o'clock. But here's the thing that was really amazing me is how many people, and you know, damn it, I know what you guys are up to, and I know Scotty gets this kind of stuff all the time when they're telling Scotty to run for county commissioner and junk like that. Is all these people are be the voice, Mike. Come on, military, be the voice. We'll back you. Guys, that scares the hell out of me. Look, I got freaking goosebumps.
Right.
They are shooting people with their freaking hands up
Yeah.
for trying to do what we were talking about last night.
Oh yeah.
And you know what we were talking about last night is doing what the Constitution
Allows us to do.
not even allows us, Scotty. It tells us to do.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, and then last night, gosh, we stood in your driveway till after 10 talking about
Yeah.
it.
I went
because-
upstairs and said, you can tell the night shows, they get so pumped up. But see,
Oh, yeah, man,
I can't do that because I got to be up at 5.
Yeah. yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I mean, literally 5 o'clock, I decide, okay, am I hitting snooze and laying here until 5:30 or not?
I mean, Danielle and Pat, we just kept the conversation going out there, and we're sitting there going, you know, because my big thing was Pat was a sergeant first class, which is an E7, which is he's a senior non-commissioned officer. He had people that obviously were under him and would look to him for absolute leadership. And I'm sitting there going, okay, they recall all of us, let's say, to the National Guard. We got to put on our uniforms. We have to go stand on a street corner over here in Conyers and do roadblocks, and every weapon that we find in a vehicle is to be confiscated. Will you do your direct order? Will you? And Pat said no. And I was like, holy crap. I mean, because there's a big contradiction right there. You're looking at a guy that was a professional soldier.
Mhm.
Did it by the book. Wore the uniform.
And for him
right.
to say no.
Yeah, for him to say no, he's going to disobey that. So that, bam, right there, that tells
you something.
We got some issues coming up.
Yeah.
But because you want soldiers that follow commands, but you want individuals who are smart enough to think for themselves too, because
thinking for yourself is not something normally associated with a soldier.
Right. But at the same time, if they're telling you to go up in a village and start shooting, you should have somebody that's smart enough to realize that's a woman and a child and I'm not shooting them. That's the problem. That's the problem with the whole direct order. And
I'm not going to bring down the show, but it's scary
No,
stuff.
I got you. So what else do we got?
Well, back to in 2013, March of 2013, his Chumley's limo was pulled over and for erratic driving. And he was arrested for possession of over 7 pounds of marijuana. And the police.
That's just my personal use.
Now listen,
me and Snoop Dogg got a hotel.
Listen, police say his limousine driver was high from an immense billowing cloud of secondhand marijuana smoke, and that's why he was driving erratically.
And then it raises the question: does the limo driver get charged with anything, even though he's on the clock and he's not necessarily his doings that do it? Because in my mind, I see the police saying, sir, no matter what you're getting paid to do, if you knew something illegal was happening and it was affecting your ability to drive, then you needed to pull over and do the right thing. That's how I see a judge looking at it too.
I can tell you that I have done illegal things in the back of limos.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. What does the limo driver have to deal with is the question.
Right.
I never really looked to see if
you
he
were
was
too
watching.
high to know.
There was a couple times.
There was a cloud between me and him. I couldn't see.
You know,
I thought it was Robot.
Yeah, smoking pot was kind of
okay.
I know at the Dave
so-
Matthews Band it was crazy, and yeah.
If the poor limo
Neither
driver,
one of you are actually focusing on the question at
No,
hand.
I'm saying the.
No, I
let's say
am.
the limo driver.
You're talking about Dave. What does that have to do with the limo
The
driver?
second hand from the Dave Matthews
So you're
Band.
talking about you being high somewhere. I'm talking about the limo driver.
I mean, we were breaking some laws back there. I'm not gonna lie.
Limo driver.
I know, but I'm saying if we got pulled over, are you saying if the cop came up, would he open up the back of the limo or would he open up the front of the limo?
I swear, I'm kicking y'all in y'all's
No.
crotch.
You remember the comment you said they're all for my personal use?
Yes.
It says in here, it said Chum had no intent to distribute this marijuana. All 7 pounds were clearly for personal use.
Oh, clearly.
Clearly.
Uh-oh. I think we're calling a police
We're
officer.
calling a limo driver.
That's funny.
Ask him to swing by with some sticky. What if he can't get arrested for it? It's like zero dark early.
Oh,
Josh, Scotty, DJ.
what's up, man?
Hey, we are discussing Chumley from Pawn Stars got pulled over. The limo driver got pulled over for erratic driving. They charged Chumley for having like mega amounts of drugs in the back. But then the limo driver, the reason they got pulled over is he had a contact buzz off of what was happening in the back. Are you able to explain to us what the law is? I mean, is the driver still, even though he's under contract to drive, he's still obligated to follow the law, correct?
Hey, brother,
That
we're
is
live
correct.
on the air, too.
And we're live, by the way.
Yeah, we're live on the air, man.
Well, and can't you put that
Yeah,
middle
that's
window
correct.
up?
Yes. So, because and Josh at one time was also a police officer. That's why I knew he would understand both sides of this.
Cool.
Because the way I was saying it is, I could see the police officer or the judge saying, "Listen, sir, whether you were under contact or not, if you knew this was happening and you knew the ability to drive was now being, screwed up, you legally should have parked." So I thought, well, hey, we got a bus driver who owns the business. He knows the law.
Yep, that is correct.
So what would you do if you were in that situation? What do you just pull over and explain to the people, hey, you were now in breach of contract?
No, they should have already known that from the get-go. We send the terms of service to every client that we get. They sign off on it, and the rules are discussed prior to the bus or limo even leaving.
So they know way before this event just kicks
Oh yeah,
in.
they know.
So
They
once
know.
they
So-
start doing something like that, do you just pull over and kick them out?
You got two options. You can terminate it and take them back to the location, or you can get law enforcement involved if that's what you want to do.
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, I don't know if I woke you up. I hope I didn't. I just thought I would call because I'm like, okay, there's a lot of speculation in this conversation. I'm like, the guy that would have the biggest answer, the owner of Vision's Party Bus, he would know.
Well, I know. I
we
broke
don't put
the
up
law.
with it. We
I
do
broke the
not put
law.
up with any of it.
All
Same
right,
with any underage drinking. We don't put up with that either.
Right. And that was going to be my next question is, when you're driving that bus, if these kids in the back start breaking stuff out of a purse that you didn't know,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is just my opinion. At this point, whether you're driving the bus, owner of the bus, or just the driver hired by said bus by bus company, my thought would be is you are now the only legal adult of said situation, and now you have a bunch of minors back here chugging down drinks. That just seems like a huge liability problem. So I could definitely see termination.
Yep, we terminate, call parents, and again, if you got to get law enforcement involved, that's wonderful. But we run security cameras on our buses, so everything's being recorded at all times.
That's cool for your safety. I could see where that's a really huge thing.
Yep, we haven't had to use them yet, but we've got them. So.
Right. Well, and at least if something happens for your legal reasons, if you ever had to go to court, you go, hey, let's just roll the footage. I've got the video right here.
Yep.
All right.
That is true.
All right, brother. Well, I hated if I messed you up and woke you up this morning. I mean, I know how it is, man, around here. You probably been driving at night and stuff like that, but I just wanted to reach out to somebody that actually had the real information.
You're welcome, brother.
All right, man. We'll see you later.
Go back to sleep.
All right, bye-bye.
Really.
See ya.
And that right there was Josh. He is the owner of Vision's Party Bus. So if you have any needs for a party bus, reach out to that guy right yonder.
And I wonder if Chun-Li's, the limo driver, if he was like a one-time
or is that
like
his
a full-time.
buddy?
Yeah. So if it's his buddy, he knows what's going on back there. It's a little party song.
That's that thing up here.
I mean, I understand that pawn shop was fairly popular before
Fairly,
the show stopped.
People still go stop by it.
What do you
I know,
mean? The
but I'm
show's
saying-
still going.
No, but
No, you said to stop. Okay, keep going with what you're saying. Steph, get your words out.
I understand that the show was fairly, or not the show, but the business was fairly popular prior to the show starting, which meant the guy probably had a career there. I understand now that they have roughly 3,000 people a day walk through.
Mhm.
They have armed guards and all that other stuff. So Chumley is somewhat of a celebrity, but I know he wasn't obviously the top guy there. But he was probably getting paid pretty good. But
Well, back, and I'm not meaning to interrupt, but back when Cindy Shook was here and she was talking about the stuff that was always happening on that show, she said that she got paid $500 an episode that was being filmed and that they could film up to 3 a day. But she also wasn't getting paid correctly. They were saying that she should have been paid $15 an episode. And that's not even as popular. That show's nowhere near what the Pawn Stars was. So this dude could be upwards to 2 to 5. I mean, we're talking Vegas too, right? So prices and stuff's higher. I mean, he could be upwards to $5,000 an episode. Like the head guy from the show Cindy Shook was on, Auction Kings. He was getting paid $5,000 an episode. So you can just assume the popularity of Pawn Stars, the years it's been on, that this cat was probably 5. Maybe. I'm just speculating.
Yeah, there's no telling.
He may have been $5,000 an episode, and they can film 2, 3 a day.
Well,
Right.
and the original March 2013, Old Man and Big Hoss paid Chum's $2 million bail. And because it
Holy
happened
cow.
yesterday,
That's
they don't
cash
have a
too,
bail.
Well,
set
look up
for
and see if you can
yesterday.
find out what he makes, what he typically makes an episode.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
That's just kind of neat. Let's shoot off to commercial, y'all. We're at 8:10. I got to get a commercial in. We're actually, way behind. Give us a few minutes. We'll be back with some more about this.
Shoot, we probably owe the sponsors about 10 from me last night.
Yeah, especially the way you ended it.
Go fuck yourself.
What?
I'll wait till we get back to tell y'all.
Oh.
His bail won't be nothing. It'll be pocket change.
Almost.
That's what I'm saying. As popular as that show's got.
Let's do it, man.
Look,
Come on.
do you know?
Just for fun pawns.
Do you know from Storage Wars? One of those guys was making $650,000 a year, and he only had to film 12 episodes a year.
Come on.
Let's do it, man.
He was making over $500,000 to do Storage Wars.
We can act.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get on with Discovery. That's why I was willing to go to that interview. That's why I was willing to do everything.
I mean, I know they're looking for chaos.
Is it hot out there yet? Is it hot now?
No.
Then leave the door open. Just don't smoke in front of the door.
Don't smoke.
Yeah, just don't smoke. Go smoke out in the middle of the lake. If we have any lung specialists, Denise is going to need one.
And I thought for sure last night was just
I got to pee.
people, man.
What now?
I thought it was just going to be Snoresville. The show last night.
Oh, man, it's never going to be. And
Freaking
even when you don't think anybody's
exhausted.
listening, they are.
Yeah, I know.
So you got to be careful what you say sometimes. I'm not telling you to be careful. I'm using this in a general conversation because right when you think they're not listening, you get a text messages, like I heard that.
Yeah, well, in the night shows, I was trying to get people riled up. I know, but I'm just saying, I'll say anything to get, especially to get like Pat or Danielle going, and holy smokes, man. When sometimes, you hear something like the part about the Bill of Rights. I have never once in my entire life heard that those were written prior to or during. I always thought it was an add-on.
And I'm not joking. I want to make a trip to go see the Bill of Rights, like to really stand there and look at the Constitution.
I don't know if I could. I'd probably, tears would be probably just flowing out of my head.
Go see the Liberty Bell one day. I would really like to go see the Statue of Liberty one day. Unfortunately, I don't want to go to New York, man. What do you do?
I've seen the Statue of Liberty a bunch, but I got to fly up and down the hood.
You've seen the sexual liberty.
It's different.
Oh, my dog to drop it like it's hot.
Disgusting. Are you talking about poop?
Talking to my dog. Drop it like it's hot. What is wrong with you?
Drop it like it's steaming.
You know what? I'm leaving the door open.
No, you shut the door now.
No. She's still out there pooping.
I don't care.
Hey,
God.
I'm going to.
Just because you live the way you do.
She's pooping.
Come on, dog.
How long can that take?
I don't know. Denise should know.
I'll tell you in a couple minutes.
Hey, here's 15 things that you learn if you live in Georgia. A possum is a flat animal that sleeps.
Oh, I saved that the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know you like to read those. You want me to shoot it over to you?
Let me see. I might have it in my.
I'm not gonna read them.
Seriously?
Let me tell you something. The girls brought that up. There is actually a document called.
Okay. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Look at that.
Whatever.
It's freaking dying.
Yeah, I have it.
You got it?
I have that, and I have the scores from this week too.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that, yeah. But we'll talk about Chumlee first. Sometimes.
Some of those things are so funny.
And we're back. All right. So what does Chumlee make? Now, listen, before you say that, I remember researching what the guy Daryl, the guy who plays, shouldn't say plays because that's his name, Daryl from Storage Wars, when they were talking about how it was like 16 episodes a year and they were cutting it back to 12 episodes a year. And they were saying that he made either right at or above $500,000 to film like 12 episodes a year.
Mhm.
And that because his pay was so much that they were cutting him back to only film like 5 or 6 of the episodes so they can bring in younger, newer, less expensive talent. So I'm figuring, if Daryl from Storage Wars is making $500,000, and you got to figure there wasn't a main character there. They were all secondaries.
Right.
So if he was making $500,000 or more, Chumlee's got to be making around $650,000
A year?
a year.
As of the most updated one was March of last year.
March of 15.
25,000 an episode.
25,000.
He was
an
thinking
episode.
2,500.
I was thinking
But
2,500.
how many they do? 26 episodes a year?
Hold on. Did you not go any further with that?
Nope.
No.
25, 1, 2, 3, 25,000 an episode. And just say if there's 12 episodes, $300,000.
And the guy's a bubblehead.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he's
At
just like you.
21.
He just
Yeah.
plays
Well, he's
stupidity.
Yeah.
Is it, how many episodes is it?
No, he was 20. At the time
Oh,
of this,
okay.
he was 20.
Okay. Well, we're looking for how many episodes.
Because I think we broke Daryl's down to where he made roughly $50,000 an episode.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Jeez. I mean,
So you can imagine what the
Stupidity.
3 owners are making.
oh, yeah. And then turn around and, all Chumlee's got to do is say, hey, drink Blue Monsters. And he just made another 150,000.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Let's see.
Any ideas yet? Duh.
It's only a 2-hour show, sweetie.
Bite me.
God, she's starting to sound like Steph. We really got to do something about disinfecting that chair every time you show up.
Shut up.
Duh.
That's what she said.
In the Navy.
Jesus Christ, bite me. Do you know how ridiculously stupid it sounds like when she says it and you didn't make it any better?
Since 2009, this article was in April of 2014, but since 2009, they had filmed 300 episodes.
So let's just say 25,000 at 300 episodes means he's made $7,500,000. He made $7 million to be.
Well, and 86.
And
or,
even if you think taxes cut that in half, that still means he roughly made $3.5 million.
Yeah, it's
And how many years?
If you're a multimillionaire and your drug of choice is weed and you're not Snoop, you're an idiot.
I was gonna say, don't forget Snoop.
No, Snoop's cool.
let's see. They say like
Makes
the
you
actual
jealous,
show,
doesn't it?
the Pawn Stars show, not just Chumlee,
Yeah.
but the Pawn Stars show is the most profitable show on the History Channel, bringing in about $3 million per episode.
Oh, I didn't know
Golly,
that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't know.
that's just like the show for History Channel.
Wow.
And we still watch it. It's a great show. I don't have a problem with it.
Well, I was in, I was in the pawn business for almost 5 years, and it's kind of like I would come home from work, and Ken and I'd be sitting there, and he'd go, he'd be flipping through the channels, and we'd sit there and watch Pawn Stars, and I'd go, no, I'm going to bed. This is.
But imagine,
Yeah, I mean, it's just that old.
Counts Customs got a spinoff from that. And Danny was already a millionaire. American Restoration, Rick, his business quadrupled. And I mean, unfortunately, they're not airing his show anymore. He used to be American Restoration, and now they have another American Restoration, but it's not Rick.
Yeah.
It's like 4 other guys, 4 other shops, and it's nowhere near as good of the show's nowhere. It's just nothing like when Rick was. It's stupid. Let me just word it that way.
Rick Harrison
Yes.
from Pawn Stars said that, which he also in 2013 opened an express pawn counter at the pawn store.
Mhm.
Pawn store.
Shop.
That like, so while they're filming, they can just go to that counter and not be on camera. So
Right.
so that's made money. Old Man Harrison has an estimated makes.
Yeah, look at Lizard Lock
15,000.
Towing. Lizard Lick
Yeah.
Towing. That shows. But God, look at the money they're making.
But he makes 15,000 per episode and has an estimated net worth of 8 million.
Mm-hmm.
Big Hoss is, bless you, has an estimated net worth of 2.5 million.
Say again.
2.5 million.
For
Big Hoss, Corey,
I mean,
His-
what's the 2.5 for? What was it from, rather?
from Pawn Store
Okay.
Stars.
Okay.
Because a lot of the stuff,
I was
a lot
just
of the stuff
Man,
trying to
feeds
the
off of
wording
the
of it. I couldn't-
father-son feud that they always
Yes,
go back
yeah.
and forth with.
Scotty, you are pushing Denise to the limit.
to the
Yeah,
max.
she is at the end of her flight.
She said she didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
I don't
He
think
does,
that matters.
and he also makes $1,000 for personal appearances in clubs around Las Vegas. It's the damn chair.
It's the
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah, it's pegged down.
And then then it says Chumley is 25,000 per episode with a net worth of 5 million, which that was in
So basically, after his
She's
taxes, that's
reading
what he's worth now.
2014.
She's
Isn't that
reading it
something?
tapers off.
Isn't that
And
something?
Chumley's worth some timber.
But anyways, I guess 3.5. He's 5. He's 5 mil.
Yeah.
So
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
just
it's
think-
not your YouTube.
and just think the lady that sued Marriott or whoever the hell it was that she sued and just made $55 million because of a peeping Tom.
and
55 million by the time, even if she split it in half, she's still going to end up with how much money? I mean, come on.
should I tell you now? I know one of the people that was on her legal team.
Sure. You just did.
I know.
But regardless, 55 million for a peeping Tom.
How do you?
I
how do
got
you
groped
award-
by this big fat dude over here. Can I have some money?
How do you get awarded that much money? Does the Peeping Tom have $55 million? No.
Right. But the hotel got stuck paying for it.
Yeah,
And the hotel can't control. Like, how did the hotel know this guy was a stalker?
I say that, and we
When
talked
they
about this
when they
last
ran his
night.
credit card, did he go boop? It's
Yeah.
Military Mike. He's not
Between-
allowed here.
That's cleared up.
An alarm goes off.
Really sexy.
It's like
sexy.
a bank,
No, not that
like
kind
a
of
bank
alarm.
goes off and a gate
Sexy.
shoot down in front of the doors.
Hell yeah, keep him here. We love him.
Yeah, okay.
55 million.
When Denise goes there, they go, Crest.
I had a lady that
Crest.
caused me to flip a truck, cause back surgery, screw my life up forever, and I got like $7,000.
Yeah.
And that didn't even pay the hospital bills.
Right.
So it's like, what the French toast?
My ex-wife got hit by decking lumber from the manager knocking it over in a Home Depot and hit her on the head and gave her nerve damage all down her arms and stopped her career in bowling, semi-pro to pro bowling. And she didn't even get enough money to freaking finish paying off all the medical bills.
Isn't that something? Just for fun.
Hey, let me, this is Rich Doctor, by the way. How y'all doing?
Good, Rich.
Terrific till you called.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I'm here.
Uh.
I'm here to ruin your day anyway. So
We were doing so
let's go,
good. Go ahead.
Let's go back to Aaron Andrews' case there. You were talking about the 55 million.
55 mil, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the big things is number one, Aaron Andrews is from the Atlanta area. She used to be She used to work the
Pole?
hockey team.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
I didn't know where he was going with this.
Hey, I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up, baby.
She was a commentator for the Atlanta Knights, I believe, or
Yes.
the
Yes.
the professional team. And she got a job with ESPN. Yeah, the hotel was basically held responsible because the guy who did the filming, number one, he cut a hole in her peephole, in her keyhole, and put a camera there.
Watch your language,
And-
sir.
I know. And number two, when she checked into the hotel out there in Vegas, he's been stalking her, and he specifically asked the clerk at the counter what is Erin Andrews' room, and can I be right next to her?
Which okay, I get that that's not correct. The person could be fired. I get all that. I don't see the lawsuit though. I don't see, how is the hotel ultimately, yes, I see that it's a responsibility of the hotel, but one person did a boo-boo. I mean, I've got hair in my food at Waffle House. Where's my money?
Yeah, and when you tell the Waffle House, they reach over and they take the hair out of your food.
Yeah, and tell you to enjoy. But I understand the liability issue. I just think it was made way too big of a deal out of. I mean, they can't control that the dude carried a Milwaukee drill and drilled a hole, or, are we going to sue DeWalt because it was a DeWalt drill bit? Are we going to sue DeWalt because it was their battery drill? Are we going to sue Rigid for having the little fiber optic camera that was shoved through the hole?
Let's think about this. Okay. The guy goes up to the counter and says, "What room is she in?" Okay.
They're not supposed to get that information. We got that.
I understand. And that's a big boo-boo and all that other stuff. But get this. Let's say nothing else happens and somebody approaches him and goes, "Why are you asking?" He could turn around and sue the hospital for freaking being interrogated.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know that any laws were broken as far as that goes.
To me, this become more of a sympathy case at this point.
And who the hell awards anybody $55 million? It's the judicial system in this country is a joke.
I mean, come on. Let's look at facts. Let's look at facts.
After $75 million.
She's kind of a hot chick. She would have pulled a Kim Kardashian. She'd have busted out her own videotape and had sex with some weirdo and made her own money.
So some awesome person just said, "You're responsible for your people, Scotty."
But
Denise, you can't write stuff and then say it's
It was
awesome.
his wife.
But you can't sit there. I mean, okay, for instance, you walk into a Home Depot. If I walked into the Home Depot and some black girl called me white trash because I got smart with her, do you think I'm going to get $55 million for that?
No.
Pain
You
and
can
suffering.
try.
Nobody would even listen to my crap. Nobody would even listen to me talk about it. But you let me go in there as a blonde hoochie, and boy, I could get some people to listen to me then.
Well, I told you, my ex-wife had 12-foot decking lumber dropped on her head and shoulder by the freaking manager pushing a cart. The lumber was stacked end to end instead of flat on the ground. It falls over, it cracks her in the head, cracks her in the shoulder. I'm not talking about one piece of wood. I'm talking about multiple pieces of wood. She, after the suit, which took 2.5 years, she didn't even get enough money to pay the medical bills.
If this woman would not have been a blonde-haired woman, if she wouldn't have been getting the sympathy from the people, if she wouldn't have been somebody of interest, meaning being television or whatever, if she'd have been an average Joe and that would have been the friggin' Motel 6, none of this would have happened.
It's because she, like Crystal said, because she's worth $50 million.
Oh, no,
that's why she lost work because of pain and suffering.
What work did she lose? She'll end up on Entertainment Tonight. She'll be a celebrity now.
Yep.
Well, she's already a celebrity. She works for ESPN.
Yeah, but nobody knew that. I didn't know who the hell this girl was until I typed her name in and some blurred naked pictures popped up on Yahoo. I had no idea who she was.
That's a really good point. Alex said, no, you just needed a valid claim and a good legal team and a target with deep pockets.
That's right. Okay, I got this from a listener. It's legal for the hotel to give information on a guest, just like a hospital giving info on a patient.
How is that legal? Because you're supposed to keep your guests safe.
And you're comparing whoever that was. You're comparing the HIPAA laws of this country to the laws. But we don't. We don't know 100% if this guy walked up to the counter and says, "I work with ESPN with that young lady right there, and I need a room next to her." You don't know what the real law is. I mean, the real word is. It might be a company policy.
He said exactly what he said when he admitted to everything. He said he just walked up to the counter and said, "Hey, what room is Erin Andrews in? And I want to be right next to her." And they put him right there.
So what?
Sure enough.
I can't stop people from driving by my house. I mean, what am I going to do? Am I going to sue somebody for that?
Let's say we've got nudies of Scott on the internet because a stalker did the same to you. the first thing you're going to ask the hotel is, hey, didn't that set up a red flag? Somebody come in and just directly ask for me?
Yeah. And then
And
I'm gonna
not
be
have any
pissed, and I'm
kind
gonna
of
go,
validation?
and I'm gonna go for what I paid for this hotel. That should be better cameras. I don't like the way that picture is. That's blurry.
Not their camera. It was his camera.
It's their responsibility. It was their hotel. I don't know. Okay. So the girl gets 1.5 million, but 55 million? Are we stupid?
Yes.
We pay our football players way too much money too. We play our basketball players. We pay our baseball players. I think this is stupid. The celebrities get paid what they get paid, and there's friggin' hungry people out on the street that are getting hit by cars, man.
Last night,
that's a whole different ball game.
Blows my
That's
friggin'
a
mind.
whole-
Blows my mind. We got veterans coming home missing arms and missing legs, and they can't even get the right hospital care. And we're going to give some stupid hoochie $55 million? Are we? What is wrong with us?
That's society. That's what we've done.
Like I said last night, we were talking about all this money that's going to these political trashing and mudslinging ads, and we said $500 million. Do you realize right now, and I'm not a very smart man, but if you give me $500 million to work with, I can solve or at least get in the right direction any problem this country's having. You name it. Any problem this country at that level is having, you give me $500 or $500 million to work with, and I'll straighten it up.
55 million. We're stupid. We're stupid.
Here's the first thing for you there, Military Mike. What are you going to do about greed? You got $500 million. What are you going to do about greed?
I have it.
I want to say this. Has this woman never got naked in front of somebody for a cheap drink?
Oh, you know she has.
Has this girl, if this girl worked for ESPN, are you going to make me believe that she didn't get naked for some sports guy?
Yeah, she hasn't worn a low-cut dress knowing that her cleavage was going to open doors for her.
Jesus.
Please. That is, I mean.
All right, we lost Roots. We're losing you.
Yeah. See, God's working in our lives.
Oh, we lost him. So, are either one of y'all blocking in the driveway for the AC guy?
Yes, I think I am.
I need that whole passenger side of the bus.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Figure it out.
Okay.
We got the whole passenger side needs to be open. He's got to back in with his trailer.
Scoot over on the other side of me.
I can't. You're blocking the whole.
We're going to commercial while my two figure this out. We'll be right back, everybody. It's just fun in the morning.
Oh, you won't have the power to get over the curb.
Shut up. You're right.
We just got to do something.
I'll go across the street.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we just have to do something. He says he's on his way now.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can't jump the curb in that thing.
Bella, where did you poop? Did you poop over by the air conditioner?
She might as well have been asking you.
Baby. knew you were standing there.
Well, because the reason he was on the bus was because I was supposed to get all this free stuff. Good Lord, that dog is a retard.
You pooped. Bella's like, D, where'd you poop?
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and lock her up, by the way, because AC guy's on the way.
AC guy in the way. AC guy in the way.
Come on, Bella,
Whoop.
come on. Don't look at them to say.
Probably mine. I'll leave it here though. Jump! Jump!
You only owe me like 12 freaking monsters now, okay?
Okay.
Jeez.
Hey, there's.
You know, it was so funny because I was in the grocery store. No, I don't like those. Let me try one. I'll do it later on. I was going to get all sexified with it. You know, you look at the store. You go to the
She's
store,
trying to open it. I'm like, I gotta hurry.
and you can buy monsters.
40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Go by the store and have to say hi to my buddy. His name is Wally, and I call him Wally. I do.
Idiot.
He likes it.
You want to go over the
No.
restaurant scores when we get back?
And
We can.
do that Georgia thing. Things I learned about living
I'll
in
do
Georgia.
that after.
That's cute.
That air feels so good coming in.
I farted.
Oh no, you didn't.
I did.
No, you
Right at
didn't.
the door. So what you're smelling is my fart, and you like it.
I didn't. I'm not. I didn't
You
say
like
I
it.
smelled anything.
Just like it. It's like
You wouldn't do that to Crystal.
You're right.
You do that to me, not to Crystal.
I was looking under the table at you a minute ago.
Did you see what I was doing?
Kid. And
Flicking you off.
if that's what you call it.
Oh Lord! Look at his face.
I'm working. I'm
He's
sorry.
not paying
I'm
attention to
looking
what
at
I-
this, and I was reading what Alex wrote, and
No, boy. So how do you feel about the OZ coming on
Hold
the
on.
show next week?
He's coming on the show.
Well, you know.
everything just locked up. All right, we're here. I don't know what just happened. Music just stopped, but regardless. So Alex is saying that I'm not going to go through all the blah 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 blah. The woman has a valid claim. We'll jump to that. Marriott failed their obligation. We'll go to that. Stalker admitted that. Whatever. She'll never get back her privacy and reputation. I'll call BS on all that. Yellow flag on the play. It'll forever be on the internet for her friends, her family, her whatever. Let me tell you something. This girl
She's more popular now.
No crap.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who this hussy was. Nobody knew who this girl was. This girl just got her face put on the friggin' map. Now, because she is so popular and everybody feels so sorry for her, she will get a TV show. She'll get on Entertainment Tonight. She'll get on The Dish.
She'll be on Ellen.
She'll be on something. And guess what? She's going to get paid.
The reason punitive
There's more of us normal people that go through 10 times worse than this woman ever goes through and will never get paid.
And I'm not normal.
The reason punitive damages can be high is because they're designed to prevent the same thing happening.
Whatever.
This girl's name is more popular than it's ever been.
I agree.
She'll end up on the E channel, the E network, Entertainment Network.
She'll make a cameo.
Comedy
on
Central. She'll end
Honey
up
Boo Boo.
somewhere and she will make brilliant money off of something stupid. And
That she
that's
was-
what happens more than ever.
that.
This girl, I'm going to die laughing if we find out that it was all a hoax and she paid for all this crap to happen. I mean,
Well-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel violated. I was walked in on one time when I was peeing. I want $55 million. I mean, come on. What does she got that we ain't already seen Kim Kardashian do 100 times?
a day.
It's just, come on, people. $50 friggin' million. Come on.
Your wife made a good point. She's already gotten her 30 minutes on Just for Fun Radio.
Jesus Christ. I got an uncle that went into Rockdale Memorial Hospital, whatever you want to call the hospital, and caught sepsis, all that other crap. He now has infections he can't get rid of, and guess what? He's not getting paid crap. And this woman got $55 million. Every one of y'all have the right to feel sorry for her. All you friggin' want. But what about the real people out there that get hurt every single day and don't get paid? And our judicial system is going to give away $55 million for a woman that got some peeping Tom crap on her. And we've got people that are having, for instance, the kid that got slapped in a school yesterday, and they show this police officer, and I'm not knocking cops, I'm knocking this idiot who slaps a kid and kicks a kid. That kid will never get nothing. We got homeless people that are getting, beat up by college students because they don't like homeless people. And this girl got $55 million. Something's wrong with our world, y'all. And you can be mad at me. I don't care. I'm going to tell you what I think. And if y'all think that it's okay this woman got $55 million while other people are suffering, nothing happened to this woman. No physical anything. My poor feelings were hurt. Go on friggin' Maury Povich.
Yeah. I
Okay,
showed
so
a little bit more of my
next topic.
boobie than I wanted to show. Whatever.
Yeah, my wife says, I wonder could I sue Scotty for all those drunk videos he's done to me without my acknowledgement.
Wait a minute. Hold on now.
okay, so when my
Wait. How many videos were there?
There's several.
Are there really?
Yes. Friggin' hilarious.
Will you take a Bitcoin transaction?
Friggin'
Oh my God.
hilarious.
Will you take a Bitcoin transaction?
Okay, everybody. One time there was I had to potty. That's not me. I'm quoting somebody. I got a potty, and she had to potty really, really, really bad.
Dude, she's
And
good.
we were out in this gravel parking lot, and she was hiding behind the door peeing, and I was being funny and busted out the camera, and she's yelling, "Give me some privacy." You're in a parking lot peeing, and you want some privacy?
she said, "Shut up, I'll sue you."
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
so when my dad had the Dunkin' Donuts on Salem Road,
Yes.
we had the delivery truck come and bring all of
And
his
she's
inventory.
screaming in
Yeah.
capital letters. He's now broadcasting it to the world, too. I'm suing.
But when they have all the stuff in the back of the truck, they have this huge rod that keeps everything in. Well, when they took it out, they just laid it up against the side of the truck.
My wife says, Alex, I need your attorney's number.
They just laid it up against the
No!
side of the truck, and it slid down, hit my dad right on the top of the head.
Oh, I thought hit you because that explains a lot.
That
Anyway.
would explain.
That
And it was
would
after
explain
he
a lot.
had me, so anyway,
You
so
can't get a
Well,
con-
hey, he should be rich if he had you anyway.
when,
Yeah.
shut up.
Can you get a contact, Doug?
Shut up.
Oops.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ding that one.
Contact
oh, my
Doug.
God. Come on.
Anyway, so he
I
didn't
get
get
Does just for being contacted by Duh.
anyway.
Duh.
He didn't get anything besides all of his medical stuff. I mean, they said if it was like a millimeter more, it would have killed him.
Well, I mean, for instance, they have these carts, and I haven't seen them at Home Depot lately, so I don't know if they did away with it. But back in 2005, they had these carts where is say you buy or you want to buy a 2x12. I mean, like a 2x10 by 12. It's 12 feet long, and you really only need, say, 9 feet.
Right.
Well, they'll cut that end off. They got a saw, they'll cut it for you. And it's up to you if you want to take this piece of wood, the leftover. Well, they have this cart that's just full of leftover woods. So I'm walking over and I pick up this 2x12 and I go to move it. And it slides right off the rack and lands on the top of my foot. And it actually broke my foot. It cracked the bone in the top of my foot, where if you think of where a tongue on a tennis shoe is, that top of your foot was now broke. I didn't get crap. I got nothing. I didn't get a doctor visit. I didn't get crap. They were like, I am sorry that happened. But basically they're saying, you touched it. You're the one that moved it. We're not responsible. And, come on, people.
Well,
grow the F up.
When my wife went to the hospital at the time, Constance, when she went to the hospital, we found out that she was pregnant with Santino, with our last kid. So, I mean, so she's going through all this stuff when she's pregnant too. I mean, when you have nerve damage in your, and because you've been in an accident, it's like a car accident.
I have nerve damage.
Yeah. So it's she has never worked another job or anything else like that where it had anything physical to do.
Well, think about me. The rest of my life has been destroyed because, I mean, I can't have a job where I climb a ladder anymore because I have nerve damage in my right leg. No company will allow me to do electrical work because they're like, you can't. We got to worry about you walking up the steps with a lot of weight because, if your foot doesn't work and you fall forward, you get hurt. We can't allow you to climb a ladder. I mean, so here I had a job that would be right now, I would probably be making $65,000 a year. And I can't do it anymore. Do you think I got anything? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to another subject because this woman's making me want to go drill a hole and shove dynamite through a hole.
We've got our restaurant scores.
What would she get if I blew her up? She'll get treated like a veteran.
Okay,
she'll get nothing. Go ahead.
For Newton County restaurant scores, Buddy's Barbecue 278.
Where is that?
I read this Highway 278.
Oh my God! Duh. I'm gonna go.
Are you getting a contact? Duh.
Say that one more time.
Buddy's Barbecue on 278.
And where is it?
On 278.
I'm coming over the table.
They had an.
Do we know where the location is?
On 278.
Oh my God!
Oh, if I could kill her.
You want the gun?
Have you ever been there?
On 278.
I'm leaving.
We're going to get paid for mental cruelty at this point.
How much would she get if I shock her?
I'm curious of where it is. I don't recall the name.
I've never even heard of it. And I've
never heard the name of it.
From 1 into 278.
All I know is the reason I'm asking is Just Dogs closed and a barbecue. I'm getting people typing 278.
Yeah, it's freaking blowing up. Everything's going 278. Y'all suck.
And I know that the family, Jimbo's, the Stalvies opened up some stuff. So I'm saying I don't realize if that's what the name of it is.
I love barbecue. I mean, it's my favorite meal. I love barbecue and I love to go try places. Now I'm going to tell you, I tried a place recently, 81 and 138.
I got side road off the square. Go ahead.
Okay.
I know where Bradley's is, but you said this is called Buddy's?
Buddy's.
I've never heard
They're
of
probably thinking of Bradley's because that's where.
I ate at a place, like I said, 81 and 138. And let me tell you something, guys. I almost retched. I took, I love it, man. I put all the sauces on the fries, everything. I take a big freaking bite of it. I almost spit it
If
out.
you really like barbecue, then you need to go to a place called Fresh Air Barbecue.
Yeah, we used to go all the time. My arm
Fresh Air, it's so cool when you walk in and you look at the picture of the exact building you're standing in 100 years ago.
Yeah, we used to
if you are a business that has been in business 100 years, friggin' duh.
Yeah.
What?
You said
Duh.
Okay, do you know where Piper Street is?
No.
It's kind of over
Near the Pied
there.
Piper's house?
It's kind of over there where like Longhorns and
Yeah, see,
Longhorns
does
and
it feel,
Applebee's is down the street a little bit from Longhorns and Applebee's on
Okay, just move
278.
on to the next one because if you say 278 again, I'm gonna have to throat punch you.
278.
It's
what
right
if
there
I
on
have-
278.
What if I have a report to do?
Go.
Fairview Elementary 99, Gwen's Island Diner on Salem Road is 87. Marco's Pizza on Brownsbridge.
okay, wait a minute. I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass.
Sure,
not
you're
Marco's.
Your
not
name
Marco's.
is Mike.
Gwen's Island Diner
Yeah,
on
where's that?
Salem Road.
Oh, I swear to God. Damn it.
But you don't know where.
I don't know where. I'm
Okay, next. Just keep
I've never
going.
heard
Y'all
of
are
it.
killing us. I mean, y'all. It's not a y'all. All of this is killing
It's
us.
her.
I know. It's the chair, man. It's the
Middle Ridge
chair.
Elementary School was 100. Nagoya Japanese Restaurant on the Access Road in Covington had a 47
Oh,
U.
Okay, I got it.
God.
Is the one that it's Jim Stalvey's and was the old Just Dogs building. So that is the one you're talking about.
because the
Across the
Stalvey's-
street from Raceway, next to Advanced Auto, across the street
Okay,
from Custom
okay,
Fitness.
yeah,
Sound.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Stalvey's know how to cook.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
so I mean, they got like that freaking fried.
So
shit.
let's go back to Nagoya having a 47
I know the people that own that. And I
Nagoya.
on the Access Road.
Oh, that's where I wrecked. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God, I used to eat there.
And it's how much?
I
47.
used to eat there
Shoot.
3 times a week.
I'll tell
Shoot,
you.
my brother.
I'll tell you from what in a minute.
Okay.
Newton
Wait,
County.
no, you can't talk about that and then go to 10 other ones. What? Why? Why is the
Why'd they
score
get a
low?
fat-
Okay, hold on.
Why did they get a 47?
That'd be like backing up like half of our
Don't
conversation.
you get a 40 for just being open?
Didn't.
No, that's like
Just
you get a
being
40 for just writing your name on a test.
Not
Oh
the
my
new
God.
SAT. You heard about the
Oh my
new
God.
SAT?
No.
Yeah, the new SAT is bad.
Sad. So it's really an
Yeah.
SAD.
You can choose not do certain parts.
I don't want to take this part of the
Yeah.
test.
I don't want to do the short answer part.
Can they
And-
give me an SAT because I'm dyslexic? That means
Yeah.
they would have to read me the questions and then
Yeah.
I'd have to comprehend it to give the correct answer.
But it'd be a TSA. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Keep
oh my
going.
God. I'm
If it was going
trying
to take
get
that
there.
long, I would have just said never
Jesus,
mind.
I
I
mean-
thought because you were reading what
I
it
know.
was.
Have
Just keep going to the next one then, if that's the case.
You know what?
I didn't know we were going to have to. I swear that seat needs to be burned.
No.
Why did you bring it
Hold
up? if
on,
you
I'm
didn't have
getting-
any-
Yeah,
Right
if you
here.
couldn't even come up with the information. Why'd you even say? I'll
You know
come,
what?
come back to it. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be rude.
Oh, I am.
I
Oh, they
just-
don't even have them in there.
Okay, so just
It
go
just
back to the
failed
next
it.
one then, young lady. We have a show to keep moving on.
Um,
I truthfully thought
Where
that
did
it
it
was like
go?
the same information in the same spot, you know?
Hey, did
Okay.
you guys know why they got a 47?
It doesn't matter.
278.
Salem Road.
They got a 278.
Okay.
let's go.
Newton County Senior Services had an 87.
It's 'cause
What?
Everybody's dead.
Oh my God.
No, it was the senior center. So I act like I
Oak
couldn't hear.
Hill
What?
Elementary. had a-
Saturday.
Shut up, Mike.
Shut up! Shut up! That's
Oh.
what she said.
Oak Hill Elementary had a 100. RL Clements 100. Susie's Best Wings,
Where's that?
Salem Road.
Susie. I've never heard of Susie's Best Wings either.
I freaking knew she was going to say that.
Are all these in like the public shopping center that we drive past every day? Because like I can't even tell you what's in the Publix. I know Marco's is there because I had to pick up a pizza there, and I know the Publix is there. Anything else, I have no idea what's in that
I
shopping
was
center.
very unhappy with the Kroger right there on Georgia 20. I was
Browns
very
Bridge, Georgia 20.
Yes.
Okay.
I was very unhappy.
What does that have to do with us talking about
Scores.
the scores?
Oh,
Keep
Y'all-
going.
y'all
just
haven't
keep
figured
They
going.
had
out
a
that it's-
74.
oh my
Susie's
God.
Best Wings
Susie's.
on Salem Road.
He ain't the
All they-
best wings if they
all
hit
they do-
74.
All you do is take wings out of the freezer and throw them in the damn oil. How
Keep
can
going.
you
The
screw
pool-
that up?
The pool room
Pool-
and cafe
Yeah, you got to
on Washington Street had a 90.
You know,
Rock-
I've always seen people go in there, but I've never eaten there.
seen them come out.
I hate shooting.
No.
pool at
But
pool
what I'm
places.
saying is that place is known. My wife, I'm actually wanting to take us down there one day after a show and go have lunch because my wife says that all she's ever heard, and she's eaten there too, but all she's ever heard is just how everybody raves about the hamburgers being the best hamburgers. So I said I wanted to go down there and try it out.
If she's
And play
going,
pool?
I'm going.
Sir, ma'am, next.
I said in play pool. Okay, in Rockdale County, Bristol Village Assisted Living had an 87. Captain D's on 138 had a 96.
Okay, that's good because last week, they got
Last
Yeah.
week it was
for
like
some
what,
stupid stuff.
12 or something.
Dairy
Again,
Queen.
they just might have had a bad moment,
Dairy Queen on Dogwood Drive had 100. Flat
Wow.
Shoals
Yeah,
Elementary.
but Derek, that one, Cash.
It's
Cash
spotless.
is the owner. Cash
Yeah,
is the man.
it's
If you walk
spotless.
in there, Cash actually has the name tag on that says Mr. Awesomeness.
Yeah.
If you want to, let me see if I can keep going. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the phone.
Have you ever gone in there and sat and ate?
Mm-mm.
Good.
Man, that
it
place
is spotless.
It
We
is the
always talk
best
about that.
Dairy Queen I've ever been in
Yeah,
my
same here.
life. I literally have made posts while I've gone in there to eat and say I'm in the best Dairy Queen ever, and people are like, "No, mine's pretty nice too." No, not compared to the one on Dogwood.
Well, I can go to either one. I can go to the one in Covington or I can go to the one in Conyers. They're just about the same distance for my Sunday peanut butter parfait.
Barfay.
and let me tell you something. A long time ago, I learned go to Dogwood. Go to the one on Dogwood. It's unfortunately they closed that road. They kind of did the screwy thing with the road. I wonder how much that hurt his business.
None. But I
None.
mean, I'm sure at first it may have,
Yeah,
but that place is known to be
Big.
so friggin' awesome.
yeah.
And everything
really-
with that is known to be so good that anybody that really wants good goes there. I mean, you will drive around the corner and get to where you got to get
Yeah.
just because you want that one.
Takes like a minute out of your life.
Yeah, it takes a whole minute out of your life
It's just
to get great
because
food.
you got to go, to the other side of that little shopping center. But let me tell you something. Their chicken fingers, they're like chicken finger basket thing. Oh crap! My kids love those, and I swear to God, there is no way I can go in there without stealing one. They're awesome. They're good. It's good chicken.
Thank you for calling the America's Best Value Inn, formerly Richmond
How
Drive.
Oh, wow.
how are we
Hey,
calling them?
Can
when
I get
that's-
Scotty's room number?
It says right here, DQ.
Okay.
Can I get? Yeah, it's 278.
We're gonna call them though.
Flat Shoals Elementary School got an 83. That's not good.
Marginal. Somebody's getting paid to keep that clean for the children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you get
And
that,
it should not be any
borderline
lower than
C.
like a
yeah,
99.
borderline C. Yeah, I got issues.
Flat Shoals Elementary School, I already did that one. Folks on Irish Drive was a 91. Frontera Mex Grill was 100.
All right, darling.
House of Lynn was 100. New Wings and
House
Seafood.
of Lint? Is that at the laundry?
New Wings and Seafood was 100. And Pseudo Bar and Grill was an 86.
Okay, look, if you can run a seafood place and get 100, then everybody should be getting 100.
Nagoya should get 100.
The freaking seafood's the hardest to deal with.
And New Wings instead of Old Wings.
That, come on, man, I've ran a
You know where that
wings
is?
before. Shut up.
138. It is. Do you know where? Do you know where House of Lynn is?
We're also calling at 9:00 in the morning.
Salem Road.
The House of Lint
Lynn,
is behind the laundromat.
They got a good rating, didn't they?
100.
Yeah. What? Hey, Jim Silver Dragon. Whatever happened there? Because they tanked like twice, and then now it's
Hold on.
Asian Express Cafe or something, which I don't think Jim and Mary own it anymore.
It's in Rockdale. Silver Drive.
Yeah, it used to be Jim Silver Dragon. It's right there across the street from, you know where we go to eat our Chinese food?
Mhm.
It's kind of right across the street from that. It's a standalone building next to where Little Caesars is and stuff like that.
And it was Jin's Silver Drive?
Jim.
Okay.
Jim.
Because it's not under SS.
It's Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because
you
I'm in-
were known
Hold
at
on.
one time is old Silver Tongue Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She loves me.
Yeah,
Oh.
she does.
What's her name? Do you know her name?
I don't know her name.
I miss going
thought-
over there.
but you've already told me a dozen times that names mean nothing to you,
Yeah, they really don't.
except
Here's
for the ones
thing
you're
is,
called.
I really miss that food, but
My
if you guys-
waistline does not.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you guys have
we
not
were
noticed,
getting portly more so than normal.
I have lost a lot of weight, and I'm trying to eat better.
I got House of Lynn is by Ingalls on Salem Road. And my
Mhm.
wife says we get takeout from there occasionally. With that being said, what was the number again?
That one
That may change whether we're
was
getting takeout or not.
100.
Oh, well, sure. Let's get some takeout. You know, I mean, those are the kind of things I need to listen to.
Yeah.
I was kind of tuned out trying to get cash on the phone.
Whatever happened to those businesses? They always start up and then they go away. The people that will deliver food to you, but they're not associated with the actual restaurant. It's like a delivery service. How come those businesses aren't working anymore?
I am lost in what your actual question is.
You call this company and you place your order. They're affiliated with all these businesses. They'll go get your order and bring it to your house.
Oh, yeah. These people that just used to deliver you stuff.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Like gas is so cheap now. I could understand when it's $4 a gallon. But
what was funny is I watched one that was using a Magnum station wagon to deliver, and I'm thinking, dang, you couldn't have got like a Honda with
Prius?
Yeah, Prius, exactly.
Something that takes double D batteries or something?
Something.
Dang. Because I mean, I could understand. Hey, would you pay an extra $5 to $10 to have any meal delivered to your house? I would.
Yeah, because if I'm being lazy,
hell yeah, I would.
Oh wait, never mind. No.
Denise, can you deliver craft beer?
No, not really.
Is
Why
there?
not?
Can you legally
Is Nagoya and Conyers still open?
I don't know.
It's not on the inspection list.
Now there's two though. Remember they had the one location here and then they had the one location down there by Mamma Mia's on the side of the road.
I don't remember the one. The one here used to be next to the old Publix.
Yeah, Caddies.
Oh, is that Nagoya?
No, that was
We are so
not Nagoya.
useful.
That was crap. What was the name of that one?
Crap. They have a restaurant called Crap.
They closed. It was not Nagoya.
It was Nagoya.
No.
So Trainwreck, I'm hitting Trainwreck up to say, hey, I need Cash's number. She's like, I got to read this how she would be. I'm just coming out of surgery and I'm high as a kite. You're gonna have to Google it. I'm looking for his cell number. I can't Google his cell number. Well, she sent it to me though. So I have no idea what she had cut out, but hey, you know.
Next to Caddies was Nagoya. The other one was.
You just said it wasn't.
No, that one was the one by Publix. Was not Nagoya.
On
138.
All right, this is Cash's cell phone, so we'll see.
I'm coming over this table and whooping her pink 1974
Where?
9-year-old jacket.
It's warm.
It's warm. Goodwill.
What?
Got it from Goodwill.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Got it from my friend.
Y'all are horrible.
At
people.
Goodwill?
Stop. Shh.
You were rooting for your little thing.
Hey, Cash, this is DJ Scotty with Just Fun Radio.
How you doing?
Hey, you are live. Listen, man, we were just going down like the health scores of Newton and Rockdale. And dude, you are 100. I'm going, man, there is no surprise because you've got just the best Dairy Queen around.
And it's so clean, dude. We love it. My family loves it.
And again, you're
Well,
live.
it's not
by the
me.
way.
You know, I'm live.
Yeah, live on the radio right now.
Well, wow. Well, you know, it's not me. You got to have a good team.
That's right.
And,
That's what a
and I
good
got to
leader
give it to my
says.
team and not to add some political correctness in it, but the way we do it is I decide who we bring to our team and who I want behind my counter and what kind of service we owe to Rockville County and what kind of safe food we owe to Rockville County and how I do that. And I know I'm going to hurt some people's feelings here.
Do it,
but
brother.
None of my employees are owed anything. They come in to work.
This
that's
is the
the problem.
gentleman that I said, where's the tag that says Mr. Awesomeness? He promotes awesomeness. And that's one reason I've been trying. I lost your cell number. So I'm like texting people going, man, I need his number. Because
Well, my mission is to
you know?
my mission is to inspire, motivate, and empower these young freaking pansies of the world to help them unleash their
I
own
love
inner
you.
freaking
Yeah.
awesomeness.
What are you doing next?
Because you know, at the end of the day,
Wednesday?
I mean, like even my reader board messages, I got people that take pictures of them and they send them to the Georgia Department of Labor saying that we are wrongfully discriminating against young people. And I said, I'm absolutely am. Because I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of these young folks coming in here with their pants halfway down their butt, thinking they can just pick up a job and just get a check.
that's right.
And that doesn't work that way.
You're
So
awesome,
my
dude.
signs, a couple of my signs says, do you have what it takes to be part of Team Awesomeness?
Yep.
If you think you got what it takes, then apply. Then at the bottom it says, the entitled need not apply.
Good.
And what's cool is all his employees are top friggin' notch, and they all love him because he treats them in the utmost respect because they deserve it.
Well, he's a leader. You can
He's
tell
definitely
already.
a leader.
You know, because as at 28 years in the military, I can tell you this is what a leader says. A leader says, no, I'm not going to take this compliment. I'm going to spread it out to the people on my team. But I guarantee it, Cash, if there was something wrong, you accept 100% of the responsibility.
Well, not only do we, our whole team takes responsibility. And then, it's not a question of, let's get mad about it and have a hissy fit. All right, we messed up. Let's fix it and let's move on,
Absolutely. Because there's no reason to hang on it.
And there's mirrors for a reason. Sometimes you have to look at the mirror and see what's going on. No one's going to call themselves ugly. From time to time, you got to put a self-check. And, I hate to say this, but, we love winning, but sometimes we got to lose and just pretend that we like it for a change,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, well, I appreciate you calling. It was unexpected, but,
Yeah, man.
Awesomeness.
As soon as
my job is to spread awesomeness everywhere we go.
That's right.
That's what we do too.
Well, and every time I meet up with Cash, he's got a very busy schedule. I got a very busy schedule. And every time it's like, man, we need to get together. And then when they said 100, I'm like, I've got to call him because every time that I sit there and I'll check myself in and I'll say I'm at the best Dairy Queen I've ever been at. And people go, well, mine's pretty good too. I'm like, look, you've not seen excellent until you go check out the one at West Avenue. I mean, it just is what it is. I can't help, but when I look at a piece of gold, I'm going to tell people this thing's a shiny piece of gold. It just is what it is.
Well, we appreciate it, but as I said, it's not me. You got to have a good team to back you up. And
yes, sir.
I've been blessed that I've had that team.
Yes, sir.
Now, how long you're the owner there?
My mom and dad started this thing a while back. We've been there 28 years.
Awesome.
Isn't that something?
And one thing I will say also with that is you're familiar with how it's not as easy to get to.
Yeah. And we were just being asked about that.
I did talk about that.
Well, that's another thing. You can suck your thumb and say, DOT did this to us. The city hall did this, blah, blah, blah. We're done. We decided to take the different route. We decided to become a destination and not a commodity.
Yeah.
So if you're coming to my restaurant, you're coming for a reason.
And that's what I said. I said, if anybody wants good, driving around the corner doesn't change anything. You want good food,
You just have to be 1% better than the competition. That's all.
That's
just
right.
1%.
Well, apparently you're about 10% better than
He's awesome, dude. And the name, Mr. Awesomeness, goes with it. When I'm telling you, Mike, 5 minutes of standing with Cash, and you will be motivated to take over the world.
I already am. I would like to have him on the show. If you ever have a Wednesday night, you're available. I do a show called The World According to Mike, and I would love to have you on there. And there's another gentleman that I know runs a restaurant, pub, bar type, and maybe we can spread you two's knowledge and your leadership to some of these other businesses, and we can rekindle the sparks that used to make Conyers and Covington great.
Well, the whole thing about my philosophy, and it's nothing new. It's just, it's what we do. I mean, our mission is to, do good things for other people.
And being Sicilian, I know because my family was based on preparing meals for people is one of the highest forms of respect, is to cook for someone, to sit down and break bread with them.
Right. But, the biggest thing that we have right now in America is that we've lost values. We've lost culture.
Yeah.
It's all about keeping up with the Joneses, where I'm bringing it back with the young people. And I tell people, all it is stinking thinking. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Change the way you think, control your mind, and you can do whatever you want to do. Stop
have
worrying.
self-respect.
I think we have young people now that spend more time on Facebook and Twitter and doing all this crap, and they're more worried about who Jennifer Lopez ate lunch with than they're worried about telling their mom and dad, I love you.
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, brother, we're gonna come by tomorrow after the show and do lunch with you guys. So we'll make sure we get there and tag in and let everybody know, because when we check in, it actually give your location as well. So we'll make sure we do that for lunch.
Definitely. Well, one last thing before we go. Don't forget Maya.
Okay, I'm
lost.
I'm a little new to all this, but who is Maya?
MYA.
Okay.
Maintain your awesomeness.
Okay.
There you go. See, I knew
thought he
there
was
was
about to
something
say,
coming
"Shut
out.
up, Mike."
Well, no,
Nope.
Maya is part of MYA is part of my DNA. Bam.
Okay, so anyways, yes,
That's
Mr. Awesomeness, maintain your awesomeness. So All right,
Oh my
brother.
gosh.
Well, we'll come by tomorrow for lunch and
Thanks.
check in on it.
Bacon cheese.
Take care, guys.
All
See
right,
ya.
thanks for letting me holler at you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And
Bye-bye.
the hibachi.
Sorry, I didn't mean to really take us down the rabbit hole and call him and take away from your report.
No, I think that was cool.
But I've wanted to get him on the show for so long, and truthfully, he is just that guy, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, you spend 10 minutes with him, and he will motivate you to want to fix your credit, go to work, pay your car off. I mean, he will motivate the hell out of you.
Right.
Wouldn't that be cool to get like on one of my Wednesday nights is to get a little bit of a forum with some
Yeah.
business owners, some
I
local
agree.
business owners,
I agree.
and then we can kind of push it out to all the businesses
That's
and
right.
kind of say, look, you need your motor revved,
Yeah.
you need your
Okay.
spark.
That's right.
Hey.
All right, well,
So-
look, let's take a quick break real quick because I know
Oh.
we're going over, and then we're going to come back and finish your list.
No, I'm done
Gotta
with the
give us a
list.
fresh. Oh, sorry.
She has
But
another list.
what I was saying was the one that was next to the old Publix
What are we
was
talking about?
Daruma, that hibachi that closed a long time ago next
Oh
to.
yeah,
that was
the really cool
Daruma.
building.
No, but they didn't have
Did you
sweet
say
tea,
no?
so I never
they had
ate
a really
there.
cool building.
It was an awesome building, but
That
yeah, they
building
boarded
was
it
awesome,
up,
man.
and
They didn't have sweet tea.
Look, that would be one of them ones that if I just had $380 million to blow, I would buy that and turn it into just for fun.
How do you
Because-
not have sweet tea in the South?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask
Will
how do
you
you
get
not
over it
have
already?
$380 million
the
to
place is
blow?
closed down.
Get
okay?
over yourself.
God, man.
Listen here, duh. Go to Po Folks.
Walk
They got you
across
some
the
sweet
I know,
tea.
but they don't have limes
Shut up. Just go.
Oh my
go get you
God.
some. Complain much?
on 278
Oh my God. We'll be back, everybody. It's just fun in the morning. I'm gonna kill her.
or Salem Road.
That was good stuff. On 278. All right, everybody. I got a potty. I'm stepping away from the camera for a second. Oh, this is friggin' hilarious.
This is awesome.
I'm telling y'all. Hey, you want to talk about being motivated? I'm telling you, 5 minutes with this cat, and you will be motivated.
I said it was Durham because we were trying to remember what
Told you.
Oh my God.
Boy, it was an X dude. Or
I
you know,
know.
school. Yeah, but you were telling me it wasn't. What they did was they bought that location down there in Covington, and this one crapped out because that corner over there by Caddy's, man. And they check you for a knife and a gun. You don't have one, they give you one. What?
Hey, remind me to talk about my getting money out of the machine yesterday.
No.
We're back, or at least I am. I didn't know everybody was walking away. I apologize. Everything. I had to put Had to go put my knee brace on. Right now makes a year ago, basically Easter, because of my nerve damage in my right leg. Some dogs at my aunt's house. I was walking real fast for the front porch to get the eggs to go hide. Her ragged old dogs ran in front of me and started to trip me, and I almost fell face first on the steps, would have knocked my teeth out, broke my nose, all that kind of stuff. But I ended up throwing my leg and dislocating my knee and my ankle. And then because of my nerve damage, I don't feel pain like you other folks. So I walked around with both of them semi-dislocated from Sunday till Wednesday. Needless to say, I now have knee damage. So if I'm not paying attention and I turn the wrong way, I'll dislocate my right knee. It pops out of place, but it pops back in eventually. Just, geez. So anyways, I was just filling you in. I'm filling in dead air because, again, I walked off to go do what I was doing and had no idea that Duh and Dumber Mike were going to go outside and smoke cigarettes together. So what do you do? What's up with you people in YouTube land? I don't have our page opened up to like see our Facebook messages. Usually Stephanie does that. Wow, we got a whole list of them. Let me roll. Man, look at this, man. We have not been paying attention. I guess Denise did, though. She said, good morning. Jennifer Wolf and other people, Corin. So I'm just scrolling really fast. I got Jennifer Wolf saying the DQ guy sounds great. I promise you, y'all should go meet him. His name is Cash. If you ever go up there, being a patron of their business is an honor. I mean, they make you feel very accepted. And again, he's super great guy. Hey, would you do me a favor? Run over there and open that door.
That's what I was about to say.
Just turn the lock. Open, but I mean, you shut the door, but just don't, you know what I'm saying? Because the AC guy needs to be able to get in.
I apologize. I shut the door.
No. You didn't know. Yeah, go ahead and lock it so it doesn't beep. Because I just watched him drive up when I was up there putting my knee brace on. So, Mike, you put your pecs.
I saw that too.
What?
It says, Mike, put your pants.
Read. It's on this screen, sir. This is why I turn the screens off. Y'all never use them.
Well, I don't have my glasses on. Mike, put your pant leg down and put your hands on top of the table. Why? It's mine.
Karin, poor Scotty. He looks so lonely.
Yeah, because y'all walked out. Like I was going to get it. I didn't realize everybody was leaving.
We were talking off camera.
Okay.
Business.
What were y'all talking about?
Did you see what Denise is wearing today?
What?
Okay. No, I'm serious.
What about it?
Stand up.
She always wears that.
No, man. She got these little yoga pants on.
All right, hold on. I'm going to take this back to regular radio.
I'm not going to stand up.
You were just.
All right, we're back.
On 278.
So Mike's making comments about your yoga pants.
Yeah, man. What's up, girl? Starting to look right. It's bikini season.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong
You
with
don't
that?
have to. Hey,
What?
you don't have to feel awkward, Denise. I feel awkward enough for both of us.
How is that awkward? I'm thoroughly confused.
Dude, you're always
confused.
What changes today? Today's Thursday? I mean,
I got one more day to straighten this out.
was you confused yesterday?
I picked a bad day to stop sniffing glue.
No doubt.
No,
Do you want Chumley 7 pounds?
Homely 7 pounds? Or
Chumleys.
You know what? You never look at a fat guy.
Did you see my picture this morning about the only hard drugs we have in the house? And it was a picture of
Yes.
sugar and coffee. And I said, I'll take a kilo of both. Wasn't that funny? That was a good one.
No, not
Okay.
really, but
No, not really.
was that a
You're a jerk.
I'm sorry. You got a tumor on your head.
Hey, man, I popped it last night.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I heard the fire
The
truck.
infection. You know what I learned is, so I had this zit and I picked up these tweezers that I've used to like yank a splinter out, and I like squeeze it and pop it. And now other people have been sending me messages going, don't you know you don't do that without cleaning the tweezers, dum-dum? Like, no wonder it's infected.
I was drinking a Bloody Mary when I did it.
Those are so good.
It is so funny when you have
Yeah.
people just, and you know what's really cool? What's really cool is
Me?
So yeah, on to stuff that really matters. What's really cool is when you have people that pay attention to your life more than you realize they pay attention to your life, and they'll just hit you up. I mean, they'll just hit you up and tell you something like, "Hey, man, if you
read the third, read the
Mike.
third comment up."
It says, "Is Mike wearing a scarf?"
The just kidding, Mike.
No, it says, "Is Mike wearing a scarf?" It's not a scarf. It's called a shemagh.
Don't use the N-word.
You can't say that N-word?
Don't say that N-word. You make people feel uncomfortable.
Well, how
people are going to think we're talking about the wrong.
Does it make your areolas?
Oh, that's
cold in his short sleeve shirt.
How does that sound better?
I don't know, but people have sent me a message before and said when you use the N-word, it made my customer feel uncomfortable.
And
we don't.
Yeah,
mean,
I got you.
We don't mean the.
Yeah, I know.
We don't mean the N-word.
Yeah, we mean
a
the
different
N-word.
N-word.
Yeah, we mean the other.
You know what gets me is mainstream radio can say stuff.
Oh my God.
Television shows now can say stuff, and I get criticized every day for saying something.
Yeah, it might be you. South Park. Have you ever watched South Park lately?
No, I hate that.
Oh my God, those little kids.
All right, what else
like
you got?
banshees.
You started to change the subject.
About things I learned living in Georgia.
Oh my God.
One is
You've always lived in Georgia.
wearing yoga pants will bring out the freaking
the weirdos.
No, I'm not weird. She's looking good. Denise is starting to look good. It's bikini season.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Oh yeah, I would.
What?
What are y'all talking about?
Oh my God.
What? What did you say?
Oh my God, that's not what I asked. Oh my God.
What did you say?
No! 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 No!
God, Mike.
No! No! No!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
You suck, you jackass.
I can't even talk right now. I can just push buttons.
Look in the video.
Kiss
all
my
of us
butt.
are just
You
laughing.
ugly, and you're
You're an
ugly,
idiot.
and your mother
You
ugly, and your
disgust me.
sister.
Mike, what is wrong with you? Oh my God. Yeah, our numbers are just dropping. People are like turning that off. Mike, what I was going to ask you on the serious tip, he got his headphones on. He can't even hear me talking right now.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh my God, Mike.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Oh behave. Oh behave.
Here's my question.
Oh, my sinus is filled up.
I'm sweating.
Hey, don't be taking your coat off in front of him.
Hey,
He's thinking bonus.
round.
My question is this. What happened all of a sudden that made you look at her that way? Like, I see her as the girl that farts, burps, and talks about dropping deuces in my toilet and
hot.
doesn't give me the courtesy flush of flushing twice.
That's hot.
That's gross.
You want to see what got my attention?
Okay, if I look at her as one of the dudes, what happens when you are looking at one of the dudes?
That's you, man. You got a tumor on your head. Who knows
Oh
what you're
my
looking
God.
at? Everything's probably reversed in your
Oh
mind.
my God.
You want to see what? You want to see
She's
what
trying.
I can't get to the gig.
I can't believe you said what you said.
I'm trying to finish the joke. I straight up. I'm a professional.
Yeah, nothing about you is professional.
You need to go see some professionals.
I am willing to accept that.
Oh my
I didn't know what he was about to
God.
say.
All right, here's the deal.
I'm
Do you
just
wanna
like
see-
blown away
Do
here.
you want me to explain the moment that things like that changed? Like where I
Okay,
noticed
yes,
her?
you explain what happened.
Stand up.
No.
Stand up.
Oh my God.
Why do I have to stand
Stand
up?
up.
Please follow his
Stand
instructions.
up.
Let's
Stand up.
let's hear
Look.
the
She's looking good, man. David, you lucky B word.
Well,
How
you
about that?
know-
See that? I did that word association.
But I'm glad you did. Thank you. Do you
So
know the
proud
one?
of you.
Do you know the one cool thing is
What?
that means my
can't
wife
see
will be
the-
less stalked.
Oh no. No. No,
I
I,
mean,
can multi.
So now David has to worry.
Well, it means now though that some
can
of his
multitask.
lust will come your way, and
No.
my wife's safer now to walk to
Oh,
the
no,
grocery store.
no.
But the only good thing about having a stalker following your wife is it scares off all the others.
Oh yeah.
True.
Oh yeah. I beat the crap out of
One of our YouTube listeners said, "Far away, Denise."
Oh my God!
man,
Yes.
I like that. man.
Okay,
That's
so
cool.
can we go
And then,
without?
of course, everybody knows my European love.
Oh my
Karina.
God! I just
Karina
have as the
knows.
question, Denise, are you sporting the camel
No,
toe?
Jennifer.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Hey, call of the wild, baby. When co-host gone wild, man, I'm all about it. Scotty, look at Scotty. He's lost it.
The fact that a listener asked that question.
Scotty's lost his
The fact that a listener on the YouTube with her full and complete name typed that question for everybody to see.
Scotty just did the freaking Ray Charles. You see that?
It wasn't a text message. It wasn't a hidden message. It wasn't "Don't say I said this." She just
Oh, God.
throws it out there with her full
Hey,
name on it.
look, you know what, man? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I've
but-
got a listener
if-
saying, "Who took Mike's porn?"
Oh no, you know, and I don't look at porn. It's just not my thing. But listen,
No,
to
but
me.
you will stare down a girl in yoga pants.
Why not? Oh, is it wrong?
Is this a
to-
compliment,
is it-
Denise?
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Sure.
Yeah, it is, right? I mean,
Seriously, are you now finding?
I'm
it-
not oh my God, y'all need to stop talking. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. He's not
Okay,
making
so
me really.
so you're not going to try to get 55 mil. I'll give you 55 cents.
I don't even have
I
that.
could maybe-
You
I
get
can
my
give you
car.
55 pieces of that.
I could
little
give you my
notepad.
car.
I'll give you my car. She can get my car in the freaking settlement.
So how does that make you feel? Like now that you know that this co-host is like,
Oh, she's known for a while.
I also got Michael stare down any girl wearing anything.
okay, so you
That is
don't
not
take that as a
true.
compliment then.
That is not true. That is not.
I mean,
you
so is
guys
it
know.
is it a compliment or not a compliment to you?
It's a compliment, but if he if he runs with it,
Dude, have you
He'll
seen
start
this
getting
dude? This
creepy.
dude can't run. You ain't got to worry about it.
if I run with it.
He can't run.
Yeah.
I mean, you can outwalk him. He can't. He can't follow you.
I've had kites beat me in races.
drones.
Oh yeah, my drone would do like 50. Hell yeah.
Okay, so
That is so friggin' funny.
that was
It's-
really funny.
But you know what? And look, I know I'm gonna piss some people off here, so let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. I don't look at ugly girls. Sorry. I'm serious. Look, I'm being honest here, and I tell
And,
you what,
and I expect honesty.
I think that a woman should be very appreciative, even though I am a
So
weirdo.
all our listeners need to lock up their wives.
No, I'm not doing.
Are you
I'm
trying
just-
to say our listeners' wives are ugly, Mike?
No, I
Okay, I'm
said this
just
the
asking
other
that
day
question.
at the live event, and people kind of had a different opinion about it there. But seriously, Crystal is a beautiful woman. Denise, beautiful woman.
did
What?
Carn said I snorted?
No, Mike did.
No,
That
I
was
didn't
Mike.
Mike,
No.
Mike. Well, yes, you did a few
Did
seconds
I?
ago when
Well,
you started
it-
laughing. You
I still
snorted.
have some cocaine.
But
residue
thank
left
you.
over.
Shut up.
The other one said she heard it too. She's so cute. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, see, yeah, she did it. I didn't do it. I don't snort. I used to.
Oh,
I just
okay.
can't.
Well,
I can't help but die laughing here. Okay.
I-
come
okay.
on.
So
Hey.
things I learned in Georgia, living in Georgia.
Yes.
Yoga pants attracts men. It does.
No matter what season it is.
Yeah.
A possum is a flat animal that sleeps in the middle of the road.
Okay.
There are 5,000 types of snakes and 4,900.
Wait, stop. Yesterday, the fire department had to come out by the farm because there was a deer that got hit and was flattened out, and the vultures were causing a traffic problem.
That's hilarious.
Though, let me tell you something. There's vultures and there's vultures. These things, I bet you each one of these vultures probably weighed in the market of 200 pounds.
Oh God.
They were gigantic.
And also they're
Those
illegal.
turkey
They're
buzzard
illegal to
ones?
kill too.
and
By
it's
the way.
and it's like it was
They are creepy.
Right.
yes. And when
People need to
And they
understand that
just-
shooting hawks,
Mhm.
owls,
Yeah, you can't do that.
geese,
And vultures.
and vultures.
Okay, get this. When the fire truck came up and they were like,
Now I'm gonna
whoop,
shoot this Woody
whoop,
Woodpecker. It
whoop,
keeps coming out here
and-
making noise though.
but you tell me to come in.
Not you.
Oh. So all the I love you guys. When they hit the horn and all those vultures, it kind of took off. But they don't ever like
They
take
don't leave,
flight.
right.
Yeah, they don't leave. Good point.
They'll just shoot off the
They-
side of the curb and
They
come right back.
jumped up on the side of our fence, the horse fence, and they flew on top of the next door neighbor's house.
Oh yeah, that's
And
so creepy.
about carried it away.
Can we please move on to the next one?
the flying monkeys?
Good
Okay.
You've been
God.
looking at my butt again, haven't you?
Oh my God!
What? That's where they come from?
There,
Please, God, let's go forward here.
there are 5,000 types of snakes, and 4,998 of them live in Georgia. Shut up, Mike.
Ooh, why do we have to bring up snakes?
There are 10,000 types of spiders. All 10,000 of them live in Georgia.
I'm leaving.
If it grows, it'll sick you. If it crawls, it'll bite you.
And if it's in Georgia, you can dry it out and smoke it.
Oh my God. Once and twice are words. 6. It's not a shopping cart. It's a buggy.
That's true.
Jaw P means did y'all go to the bathroom?
Right.
Jaw-P. Jaw P.
Yeah. Jolly.
People actually eat and grow okra.
That stuff's disgusting, man.
I love
Oh, I
okra.
love
Oh
some
my God.
Pick-
okra.
It's
pickled
got to be
okra.
fried right. Oh,
No.
But some fried okra, the way my grandma used to make it, man.
It's all slimy.
Not if it's
No.
cooked right.
The pickled okra is so
Oh,
good.
gross.
Keep going. All right, hold on before you go any further. Can you shoot a drone if it's hovering over your house? I get different answers.
No, here we go. No.
Let's continue this.
Technically, you own land. You don't own airspace.
Yeah. FAA owns every bit of the air.
Okay, keep going.
Fixin' to is one word. Fixinto.
I say that all the time.
Fixin' to.
Yeah, I'm fixing to go over here.
There is no such thing as lunch. There's only dinner and supper.
That's not true. That's not.
You know, it took me forever to try to realize when my grandparents would say dinner
Yeah.
meant lunch and supper meant dinner.
Oh, hell, I'm confused.
Because dinner was what
Doesn't
we
take a
had at
lot.
noon and supper is what we had at 6 p.m.
So when they said dinner, it was the midday meal?
It was lunch.
Really?
And supper was
I call that
6
lupper.
p.m. So for
Or
us,
dinner.
we call it lunch at noon and dinner at 6 p.m.
She said lupper.
It's a southern thing.
Or
Dinner
supper and
su-
dinner together is sinner.
Got that right.
Anyway,
No, I mean, we just kind of interchange supper and dinner for the evening meal.
brunch.
I don't eat brunch.
Okay.
Okay, sweet tea is appropriate for all meals, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
start drinking it in your sippy cup.
I don't do sippy.
Well, you're gonna have to start because you're spilling everywhere.
That's spit.
I know.
Next.
You switch from heat to AC in one day.
You know, that does happen because the other
When
day,
it works.
well, the other day before the air conditioning went out, Monday of last week, the last day of the month, I do remember saying, dang, today is just like when I used to ride my bike to work because I'd have to put my leathers on to go to work because it'd be, you know, very, very low 40s.
Mhm.
And then when I get off work, I'd have to bungee all my stuff on the motorcycle because it'd be 72 degrees.
Right.
You know, when we were remodeling Terra, I was driving from my uncle's house at Salem Road, and literally I'd have the leather jacket on, and then it'd be wrapped up coming back here that evening. It was
Tara
the
is perfect
craziest.
the way she is. You don't need to remodel
Oh,
her.
shut up.
Hey, do you guys remember?
Burt Reynolds' old house.
Yeah. Remember that pictures on top? Oh, spooky. Remember going to school when you were a little kid? And you had that big old jacket.
Right.
You had to lug that damn
Oh,
thing
you'd
around.
have it tied around your waist on the way home, walking
God,
home.
you had to lug it around all freaking day because it was 90 degrees. In the afternoon.
Next, you know what a dog is.
Hell yeah, no dog. I got 2 dogs.
Yes, definitely got 15 of them. Keep going.
You carry jumper cables in your car for your own car.
You know you're in Georgia when you got more than 10 dogs and 6 grills, and only one works, and one of them's holding the deck up.
One of them's a toilet.
Yeah, keep going.
And the last one, going to Walmart, is known as going to Wally
World.
World.
I knew that.
Yeah, of course you did.
I have an account at Wally World, and I have an online account.
Let me tell y'all something that's really cool. A lot of people don't know. When you go to do your online shopping, you can use Walmart.com like Amazon.com.
Mhm.
The brilliant part about it is it's back there like you would think of a layaway section, and you pick it up back there. The cool thing is because it physically belongs to Walmart, even though they've taken care of all the shipping and everything, if you open it and it's not what you wanted and or it's broke, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Versus Amazon, you get something and it could be screwed up and you got to fight to send it back, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, Walmart, dude, I was ordering some shelves that would typically be like $60. I was getting them for $25. They ship it to the Walmart closest to your house. You go pick it up, you analyze it, make sure it's not broke. You scan your check card, you leave. I mean, it's an awesome deal.
And it's free to join this. It's called Savings Catcher. Every time you have a receipt from Walmart, you scan it on your phone.
I need to start doing
that. I have 50 something bucks built up.
Why have I not done this yet?
And it's so easy to do. It takes 2 seconds.
Where do you do it?
At Walmart.
So as you're checking out, you can sign up for it?
No, you get the receipt. When you get the receight,
okay,
you just scan it. You
so
go to
it's an app.
Walmart.com. Yeah.
Okay, so I can get the app and then start. Okay. See, I just wanted to tell everybody if we know a trick to save some dinero, why not?
Here's what I was
Kroger
thinking.
gas, dude. That's
I
well
love
worth
Kroger.
it.
Oh, shoot. I love Kroger.
That is so well worth buying groceries. Let me see.
And if you get
spend money with you guys and you give me money back off my gas.
And you get 50 points per prescription you get filled there.
Right, man.
Now check this out. This is a friend of
Kroger
mine.
gas is actually sometimes cheaper to begin with.
Yep.
Before you get your discount.
Here's the thing. If you're going to spend $200 on groceries today, take your Kroger little card, right? Go to the customer service thing and put $200 on your card, because most of the time they'll give you 4 times that in points. Then you take that
That's
card,
cool
go
to know.
shopping tonight, go grocery shopping, and
So if
pay
you
for
know
it with
you're
that
gonna,
card.
so if you know you're gonna spend money,
I mean,
why not?
Everybody knows roughly how much you're
Right,
gonna spend,
right.
So now you got all your groceries, pay with it your card. Bam, 4 more times what you just spent.
Goes to your card
Goes
to go
to your
buy your
points.
fuel.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
I mean,
man.
let me tell you, me and my wife have this kind of agreement that, like, she usually uses the fuel points. I don't.
Mhm.
But when we know, like, we're taking the bus to Kid Rock or taking the bus somewhere, we'll try to
yeah.
let the points be used on the diesel.
Right.
And then Travis and Stephanie, they'll do the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
because you can only get like 30 gallons on that discount.
Right.
So if I'm getting, it's the bus, right? So if
Yeah.
we're getting 65 gallons,
2 people.
yeah, we'll use 2 cards.
And you know what? I
You just have to do it twice. You know what I mean?
I don't have the
she said.
Kroger.
I am super cereal.
They don't. I
That's
don't
what
have the
she
card,
said.
And I got the little thing on my key ring, but I don't need to.
And
keys
Shell
on my card.
stations, some of the Shell stations now use your
Take the
Kroger Plus
Kroger.
card.
Mhm.
You can use your phone number. It's so cool. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ibotta.
Right.
You can just scan your card and you get money back, man. I don't understand why people aren't doing this.
I pulled up another article about, you're a Georgian if you can properly pronounce Chickamauga.
Have you ever been there?
Yes.
I think I have.
I've actually been there several times. I got some really cool pictures.
Mhm.
There's a war memorial up there. I got some really, really cool
So there's like
pictures.
these 2
Isn't
old
that
people.
up by Kennesaw?
way above.
Right.
Have you ever heard of Lafayette?
Well, that's one of the,
Okay.
because it's,
Lafayette's a cool little town too.
yeah,
Okay, so
Chickamauga.
Chickamauga.
Chick
Okay.
Chickamauga.
There's this old couple. And
Chickamauga.
this old couple, they're arguing in the car and all, and he's like, well, no, it's not called Chickamauga. And she's like, it's called Chickamauga, and blah, blah, blah. So the guy says, okay, look, we're going to settle this. So he pulls into a Burger King. It's first place when they get in the county line. They go in there, and they look at the girl, and they go, will you tell me what the name of this place is? And the girl looks at her and goes, Burger King.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
So
Okay.
anyway, you can properly
2
pronounce
minutes.
Chickamauga,
Chickamauga.
DeKalb,
The cab.
Dahlonega,
How about DeKalb?
Sonoy.
How many people have tried to spell DeKalb and can't even spell it?
I know.
I have that happen. In Lithonia. Back in the old days, all of us that are from there, our families and ancestors, it was called Lithonia.
Yeah. Dahlonega, Sonoya, Buena Vista, Valdosta. How do you mispronounce Valdosta?
You just did.
No, I didn't.
I'm kidding. Keep going.
Okefenokee.
Have you ever been there?
Yes.
That's in Florida.
Super
though,
cool.
right?
In
there.
Lafayette. No, it's not.
Okefenokee's Georgia.
It's in Georgia.
It's on the line. The swamp kind of is part of the line.
In Lafayette.
You ever rode in an airboat?
Yes.
No, I want to.
Yeah, I do too. I've never
Yeah.
ridden one.
And Lafayette's kind of a cool little town. It's a good. What happens is when you get off the expressway, it's 2 exits past Calhoun. You get off the expressway. There's nothing at the expressway but a truck stop / diner.
Mhm.
But then to get to Lafayette, you go back over the bridge, and then it comes down to a dead end, left or right. Left takes you back to Calhoun. Right takes you into a national forestry, and you go up 2 mountains and down 2 mountains, and then you come to a dead end where you got to take a left or a right. And then you're just a few minutes from Lafayette. But it's just really cool because you're traveling through the friggin' mountains. That's the road I was on where I was traveling, it was a flat spot, right? So you come off the expressway, take a left, go to dead end, take a right. All of a sudden, it's just this long road with nothing but pine trees and oaks and all this on the left and right. And it's about 10 miles of that before you go up a mountain. I was about 5 miles into it. I noticed this black object standing in the middle of the road.
Oh my God, you're a racist.
It was a friggin' black bear. Like, I'm used to seeing a deer.
Right.
But it's a black bear. And I'm thinking,
he's like, what's up?
do I go forward? Or do I just turn this
backwards?
bike around and just go back down to this stop sign for a little while? And the problem is, it don't matter how sunny it is, that's always a shaded area because you're driving under trees. And you're just kind of looking, going, now, by the time I get there, is he going to be off the side of the road or
chasing me?
Is he going to run back into the road? Like, is the noise of the motorcycle going to stare? At least in a car, if he swats, he's hitting the door. If on a motorcycle, it's taking your leg and rib cage apart. I'm like, what do you do? I've seen a bear on TV. I've seen him at a park. I've never seen one while being on a motorcycle. Kind of odd. So I go back down the stop sign, wait a little while. I then travel down the road. And in my mind, it's like, do you run 35? So if you want to stop and turn around, you can. Or do you run 100? Hoping that if he, sees you, can he catch you? Scary thought, by the way.
A lot of GoPros of people riding bicycles and bears chasing them.
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
All right, we got to shoot to a commercial real quick, by the way.
Okay, and then we'll continue.
Yes, and we'll be right back, everybody. I do apologize, but we got to cover the commercials. We'll be right back, everybody. It's just fun in the morning.
Yep. All right. Check this out. Illinois state law.
Oh, by the way, Aaron's listening too. We got to speak about that. Aaron Hill.
Oh, Aaron.
She texted me a few minutes ago. I got to do a wheelie.
It's not illegal in the sense that there are no criminal laws being violated in the state of Illinois. Say
that one more time now. It's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
I think it's more of just a company policy. Right, I don't think it's illegal.
Now, here's what's really weird. It's just Jeffrey Long is talking about the case, but this post is from. I thought that chick just won.
Well, it's been she just won it, but the case has been hacked.
I can talk.
I think this happened 3-4 years ago.
Okay, it must have, yeah. Hey, I'm meeting with Todd Tuesday.
Okay. I got to meet with him today sometime.
We're trying to meet about once a week on this stuff.
Solar Earth planet thingy.
Social media and the economy. I was talking to Danielle last night in the local area.
Hold on. All right, get back on the mic. It's 9:43. All right, everybody, we're back. We're at 9:43. We weren't just going to let a song play, but I had to load it just so that,
you had something to listen to.
We had to go to the restroom, man.
Last night when I would go to break, it would just play that music, my intro music.
Yeah, but I thought we weren't doing a break, so I loaded it that way.
But you gotta, God.
Yeah, but you didn't last time.
Yeah.
So anyways, I got to do a wheelie as far as a motorcycle and a bear. So yeah, and on a big cruiser, you're not popping wheelies.
Have you ever seen what a bear? That movie Revenant?
Yes.
Did you see that movie yet?
Have you been watching?
No.
Vikings?
Yeah, of course.
Have you seen the latest 2 episodes for the new season?
No. Not yet.
Okay.
So don't spoil
okay. Well,
that.
I had a bear involved.
I'm about 1 or 2 Walking Deads behind.
And by the way, I know I'm fixing to interrupt Mike, but by the way, Aaron Hill is listening.
Oh my God, my baby! How come Aaron?
We miss you, and she had sent us a message saying, "Hey, by the way, I miss you guys, and I'm listening." And I just played her commercial, so it was really cool. It's Gravity's commercial, but it's the lovely Aaron Hill doing it.
I miss you, Aaron.
We miss you, Aaron. Not just Mike. We miss you.
Well,
we is just for fun. Miss you.
Well,
my wife always
Uncle-
sees all her doing her yoga pictures,
Yeah.
or doing her stretching and stuff on Instagram. My wife's like, God, man,
I know
like,
this sounds crazy.
why'd she have to leave?
I know.
hmm
She was like the adopted cousin, It's like, why'd she have to
Freaking
leave?
Joan Jett, man. She was awesome. She
Well,
still is awesome.
Anytime you come back, we'll make room for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, after the baby's adopted. We were dealing with that right now.
Nah.
Well, because of the whole adoption thing and the things, I don't want to give too much information out, but
No, you
I can't just have people stay here right now, because we're dealing with adoptions and all this other stuff, and the state has to look at the safety of the child. So
but Aaron, Steve always has a place for Aaron.
I understand that.
Steve and Kim, I'm sure would just.
Oh God, yeah.
Don't have to ever worry about that. And if there was a problem there, of course.
Jeff
there's always
Matthias, when
Uncle-
is she
Uncle
back? She's not back yet.
No.
That's what we're saying. She's listening, and she's in Texas. Please call in.
Tejas.
Call
Yeah.
in and give us like an update on what's happening.
And let me. Are you anywhere near the Dallas area? And I have a
Dallas,
friend-
Georgia?
No, Dallas,
I'm kidding.
Texas.
I'm kidding.
Dallas, Texas. I got a friend in Dallas. And
You got a friend? Named
a
Dallas?
Friend in you.
Okay, so back to
Yeah, what else
Georgia.
do you have, please?
You know that Forsyth is nowhere near Forsyth County. Jefferson is
I get so
nowhere
screwed up when
near.
people say Forsyth, Georgia, Forsyth City, and
Yeah.
Forsyth County, and
Right.
because one's north, one's south.
I
They
used to
screw me
work-
up.
I used to work at Forsyth City down there by Georgia Public Safety.
Okay,
And when
wait. Forsyth, the city,
Mhm.
is south.
Yes.
Where is it?
It's down between, let's just say between here and Macon. Or-
Okay.
Yeah.
So the city of
yes.
is Macon-ish.
North-
Griffin, between Griffin and Macon-ish.
Yes,
But I'm
yes,
saying
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
south.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the county is up north.
Yes.
Like not Butts, but I mean
Cummings?
like above Cummings,
Yes.
Buford,
Cummings.
all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay. See, I get so screwed up because somebody goes, I'm going to Forsyth. How do you
I used to
but
tell
but,
people
but
I
it
had a
happens
kid
all the
Forsyth.
time when people say something about so and so in Buckhead, and I'm like, truthfully, think of the conversation we're having. There's no farms in Atlanta. So if I said a farm in Buckhead, you should be smart enough to realize I-20 East. Next, please.
Yeah.
Well, to finish that, Jackson is nowhere near Jackson County, and the name of the Cairo high school football team is the Syrup Makers.
And you know what? When you tell people that Jackson Lake,
It's not
Isn't it, Jack?
in
and then you
Jackson.
say Jackson County,
And the
there's
city
not
of,
but yeah, and right, and then there's Butts County. I mean, you really confuse people up. Well, the bad thing is Jackson Lake's in two different counties,
Mhm.
depending on what end you're in.
Yep.
I mean, the north end of the lake is Newton County.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time down in Jackson.
The third one, you think
The
people
jail
yeah, I know.
or the lake.
Both. I used to live at Turtle Cove.
You think
Me
that
too.
you think people who complain about the heat in their states are sissies?
Yeah, really.
A tornado warning siren is your signal to get out in the yard and look for a funnel.
No. A tornado sound indicates grab the beer and look for the dogs. But don't go to the car and leave because you're supposed to stand there and watch Mrs. Johnson's trailer swing through there.
You know that the true value of a parking space is not determined by the distance to the door, but by the availability of shade.
See? I mean, every tornado you see, they find the stupidest guy to go, I was just standing there drinking my beer. Miss Johnson's trailer just shot right up in the air. I knew right then it was a tornado.
See,
And then you saw a cow.
Why didn't you leave?
Here's the
Because
best.
I'd been drinking, didn't want to drive.
I
but-
told y'all
But
that
I saw that
tin
trailer.
roof.
That tornado just tore her shed up. I saw her flower pot fly through there.
You
She was
Toto.
still in her recliner.
Toto.
Not the one from the house, the one that was in the yard.
Toto.
You think
Yeah, really. If you have a recliner
In your front
in your
yard.
front yard, you're in Georgia.
That's right. If you have a rusted car in your front yard and it's only there to be yard art, you're in Georgia.
Mine still runs.
No, but there's several cars that are just yard art.
Yeah,
they have plants growing out
They
of
have
them?
plants.
Mine's close.
If your car has green stuff on it that resembles carpet but is not shag carpet,
You
it
might
might be
be
in
a
Georgia.
I have owned
All right.
this car for 5 years and I've never washed it.
You
It's rained. a
you
couple
think
times.
everyone from a Yankee state has an accent?
Well, they do.
You you measure distance in minutes.
I do. Because there's no reason to tell somebody it's 10 miles down the road and then it takes them an hour to get there. So it's a lot easier to say, pinning on the traffic, it's 10 minutes down the road.
True.
I drove service truck for 20 years, dude. I'm telling you, it is so much easier to tell somebody time-wise.
And like this morning, you said, how long did it take you to get here?
That's it. There's no reason to tell me miles because you get stuck on 138. 1 mile could be 30 minutes.
Boy, you ain't kidding.
That's why I'm saying it's easier to tell somebody it's 10 minutes down the road.
Okay, next one.
Too many years in Georgia, I've already learned miles means nothing. Hell, road names don't mean a whole lot. There's 3 friggin' Rockbridge roads in the Stone Mountain area. You want to get screwed up? Go find Rockbridge Road.
Hey, man, it's on Peachtree.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
yes. I'm
Martin
so
Luther
sick of
King
hearing
Drive.
that. It's on Peachtree. It's on Peachtree. Which one? The one in Atlanta?
Well, or Flat Shoals. There's
It's
a
on-
ton of damn Flat Shoals.
It's on Martin Luther.
Okay.
What? Go next, ma'am.
You go to the lake because you think it's like going to the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackson Lakes Beach, people treat that like it's
Hey, man,
we going to the Redneck Riviera. You going to PC? No, we're going to Jackson Lake.
we used to say we could be feet wet in 30 minutes. And people go, y'all live that close to the ocean? We'd go,
Our ocean.
I mean, to the water. I mean,
That's right.
The next one, you
Lake
listen.
Lanier Islands is treated like it's really an island.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You listen to the weather forecast before picking out an outfit.
That's true. And listen, in the motorcycle world, you have to.
You have
to. You know.
Yeah. Cow pies are not made of beef. Someone,
that's just dumb.
someone
No,
you know.
shepherd's pie is made with beef.
And you that
Shepherd's pie is made
I'm
with
getting
beef.
hungry.
Oh my God! Thank God that's the only word you said. I thought after Mike talking about you and them yoga pants, you were starting to say something else.
No.
Oh my God!
You know
He
someone.
took it too far.
Keep going.
Someone you know has used the football schedule to plan their wedding date.
Oh my God! These UGA idiots do that.
Next
I've
one.
had people contact me and go, "Would you marry us? We're gonna do a football theme. Everything's gonna be red, black, white. Gonna have us a
God, that
dog
makes
out there
no
with a sweater on it." And I'm like, "You're putting your mom in a sweater?"
you know
It's July, dude. Why would you put your mama in a sweater?
Okay, so Mike. Oh my God.
Denise just lost it. And this is where people say I'm really funny. I don't know.
You
I should do
know-
the stand-up comedy.
You know someone who.
Oh, shut up.
Who?
Him. Him.
Shut up.
You know someone who has a belt buckle bigger than your fist.
Oh my God. I've seen somebody yank their pants. No. yank their
I'm leaving.
Stop talking about Mike.
yank their belt off to swing the end of it with the belt buckle and be like,
Oh,
"I'll
yeah.
take you out."
Oh, yeah. That
I'm like,
happens a lot.
dude, pull your pants
Bar,
back up.
bar parking lots.
Bar,
in
that's
Georgia.
where it was,
Yeah,
too.
Bar parking lots.
Almost everyone you know is either Baptist or Methodist.
Nope.
A
You know
Merc-
what's funny is mostly Georgia's Methodist or Presbyterian, wouldn't it? But I guess Southern Baptist, that's what you always
Yeah.
hear. Keep going. I'm sorry.
A Mercedes Benz isn't a status symbol. A Chevy Silverado extended bed crew cab is.
Eh. I don't know. When I watch somebody buy like a really old Mercedes and like try to pimp it, that's funny.
Yeah.
Where's the remote?
Because I remember watching somebody, not too many years back, buy like the 80 model worn out BMW and like pimp it like they were something. And it's
Mhm.
like, really? That's like the Beamer from 1984. It was like the goldish tan color with tan interior. It was all sun, and all the sun had already faded it a little
Yes,
bit, and the
yes.
stitches were busting loose.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. Hell yeah.
The next one is, everything goes better with ranch dressing.
That's funny because my stepdaughter has now become addicted to ranch dressing.
Oh, I am.
And she speaks to me like I'm 4. Do you know if you would dip that roll in that ranch, it'd taste so much better?
I tell you,
I'm
gotta know
thinking,
Charlie's.
How long did it take you to figure this out? You were what, 19? I did this 19 years ago. Pay attention.
You learned how to shoot a gun before you learned how to multiply.
Yes, my
Yes.
kids
Hey,
all
did
learn
I?
at 10.
I don't know. I was 7, 8 years old shooting
Yeah.
guns.
My kids all get actual and grandkids 10
All they need to do is know how to add.
You can tell.
I need one more bullet.
Yeah,
I need
Common
3
Core.
more bullets.
You can
Common Core
tell.
doesn't teach shooting.
Yeah, you can tell this.
No, but the schools are teaching drive-bys. There's a difference.
What to do during a drive-by.
That's
You can tell this list was written before the Sunday alcohol sales.
Alka-Sauce?
I hate
Alcohol
that.
sales.
Is that wait, are you mixing your narcotics? Are you like dropping 2 Alka-Seltzers in some vodka and drinking it because you said that carbonates it?
It gets you
I thought
drunk
you're
and
supposed to-
makes you feel.
You're supposed to mix it with like, what is it? 7
Water?
and 7? Is that what it is? You're supposed to mix Seagram 7 with Sprite or what? I'm just trying to figure.
vodka.
Right. I'm
2
just
parts alcohol.
I'm just trying to figure you out. Is it 2 ounces?
Anyway,
2 ounces of vodka
they
for
do-
2 Alka
It's called
Seltzers?
a fuzzy mouth.
She's drinking vodka, trying to eat an Alka Seltzer like it's a friggin' Thin Mint she found on a pillow at the hotel room.
It's called a seagull.
anyway,
I'm gonna serve you tomorrow. Are you coming in tomorrow?
yeah.
Okay, tomorrow I will give you 2 ounces of vodka and I'm gonna drop 2 Alka Seltzers in there for you to drink.
Now you're gonna make me one of those cherry.
Why would
Pepsi
you
ones.
not? Why would you not drink that? Okay, I'll make you a deal.
Can I have a Bloody Mary?
I will
I want
make
a Bloody
you.
Mary.
I will make you the apple Jim Beam with soda if you'll do the 2 ounce vodka with 2 Alka Seltzers.
And wear yoga pants.
Shut up.
Will
No,
it
and
mess
you wear
me
blue
up?
jeans like loose. Wear David's jeans tomorrow.
Why?
Because he wants to see you in yoga pants. I said, wear David's jeans. Wear some overalls.
Can
Okay.
can
I-
So let me
Stephanie's.
finish this next one.
Can I get a Bloody Mary?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Can you please?
Ironically, like I said, this list was done
Denise gets
before.
what she wants to drink.
Ironically,
You big sissy. Go
you
ahead.
only crave Chick-fil-A and alcohol on Sundays when neither are sold. Which, like I said, this was done before they started Sunday alcohol
That makes
sales.
sense though, because I always get pissed because on Sundays I'll
Chick-fil-A.
want Chick-fil-A. Like all of a sudden I'm like, oh,
Yarbird.
On one side of the road, there's a Walmart, and the other side is a Cotton. Which
no, haven't seen
Back in
that
the day.
God,
lately.
that's kind of racist.
Haven't seen that lately. so.
y'all is a word. Fried chicken.
Y'all is a word. It's even in my phone now.
Fried chicken is part of your diet.
Not
Krispy
anymore.
Kreme
Not anymore.
donuts are the only kind of donuts you eat.
No,
Not
Dunkin'
anymore.
Donuts
Not
here
anymore.
lately.
Let's see. Okay, when a single snowflake falls, the entire state shuts down,
Yes.
even if it doesn't stick.
And
The
bread. and
radio-
why does bread and milk sell?
Hold
like
on.
that?
The radio and TV news will make snowstorm reports every 10 minutes, and the grocery store will be completely sold out of bread, milk, bottled water, toilet paper, and beer.
I mean,
me.
it sucks. Like we needed milk for the baby, and we couldn't even get milk hardly
I
because
don't know
everybody
why
was
that
flipping the hell out.
happens.
Your dog and your wallet are both on chains.
But you know, my rule is water and gasoline. That's my rule.
And you were talking about PCB? Panama City Beach, Florida is the big deal.
Yeah. The Redneck Riviera, baby. Let me tell you, I lived in Myrtle Beach and I was used to cruising their strip that's like 10 friggin' miles long. First time I ever been to PC, me and Jeff Mathias are down there with these hoochies. And all I keep hearing is, we're going to hit the strip.
Hit it, baby.
So the back of this IROC's open. Jeff and this other girl's hanging out the back. I'm in the front. We're driving. I'm looking over and I'm like, psst, hey, when we going to be at the strip, man? They were like, we just passed it. I said, that was like 4 t-shirt shops.
Mhm.
That was it.
That was it.
And now the t-shirt shop consists of where the t-shirt shop goes and where Coyote Ugly stops. That's the strip. That's the strip. I'm like, I'm used to 10 miles of 4-lane, bumper to bumper, music thumping, girls walking around, guys walking around, partying on the streets in Myrtle Beach. And that's not PC.
Yeah,
Not
2 more.
anymore.
You call it a cold Christmas if you don't break out in perspiration in your new sweater.
Yeah.
And you understand that at least once a year, which is more, your car will turn yellow with pollen.
Yeah, and that's the problem now is, we've been opening
Starting
the
to
doors
do
with
it
no air
already.
conditioning, and I'm like,
Yeah,
crap,
I
man, there's
can
already
feel
starting
it.
to be pollen.
Yeah.
I've already been getting the headaches behind my eye.
Yeah.
Listen,
Same
I've been
here.
listening to y'all today. I've been getting headaches.
Oh, you laughed hard today.
We're funny.
I got somebody saying they miss Hawaii. I've never been.
I've
man.
never
Go
been.
back.
I wanted to go to Hawaii until I started watching Dog the Bounty Hunter.
You don't want them to hunt you down?
No, the Dog the Bounty Hunter's TV
Stupid.
show like shows you all the ghetto of
Yeah.
of Hawaii.
Yeah, it's like they take acoustic tilings and put them together to make a house.
I'm like looking at these houses going and in these streets, and I'm like, is this like Cabo Wabo where they say don't leave
Yeah.
the resort?
It's like
Or Cancun? They say Cancun's awesome. Don't leave the resorts.
Rio de Janeiro. Don't leave the city limits. It's the highest
You know,
murder
I-
per capita.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I was gonna say I've heard stuff about the Bahamas, all sorts of stuff.
Well, they tell you not to leave.
Yeah.
What was
certain
another one?
places.
Honduras or something? Somebody said if you
Even
go down there,
Mexico.
you don't
Costa
leave.
Rica.
Costa Rica.
Even Mexico.
What's another tourist attraction? people talk about?
Mexico.
The Dominican Republic.
Dominican.
I've heard people say if you go there on the cruises that you can get off and go exactly where they tell you to go,
And that's it.
but they're like there's a line that
A lot
you
of
don't
these
go
cruise
past.
ships,
Well, I mean,
wherever they go,
yeah,
you don't
Jeez.
go where they tell you don't
But
go.
they won't let me take a gun. What's wrong with this question?
I don't know.
Did they ever find that guy that fell off the boat in
I've got
Florida?
if you go to Hawaii, do not go to
They
the
stop
west
searching?
side.
Don't
Because
go
Snoop's gonna be over there like throwing up the west side.
So, weed, guys.
Every
There's a
day.
W right there.
Like I knew this guy that was talking about, yeah, man, we was in Bahamas and
It looks like a
no,
W.
Jamaica. He was in Jamaica. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, we kind of went outside where they told us to. We was trying to score some weed. I went, you are dumb.
Now, I did do
Like,
that in the
why would you go
Bahamas.
outside of where they tell
Yeah.
you it's not safe? Don't go no further. And you're trying to score some dope.
I did do that in the Bahamas in 1982. And
Nah, man.
what it was we went on our senior cruise, and
Dude,
you know,
how old are you?
29.
You've been a senior for a long time.
We went
That's
on
why I'm
our-
asking.
yeah, we went on our senior cruise after graduating high school.
Oh,
we went down to the
after high school.
Bahamas. Okay, and get this. We, you had like back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then you pretty much have the same waiter for every meal, and there's like 10 people at your table. Well, it was kind of weird because I had brought some smoke with us, and so he was really cool. So one of the tips, I kind of gave him some. He started laughing. He gave it back to me, and he said, later on tonight, I'll come meet you on the deck, on the back deck there. I said, okay. So me and girlfriend at the time, had major weed. And when we got to the Bahamas, he said, you guys going, in town? And we said, yeah, we're going over to Holiday Island. He said, no, you're not. You're going to go with me. So he took us into town and paid for all the drinks. Drinks were stupid expensive outside of the little, thing, but they were really good, but we drank, all the local drinks, and we had the local cuisine.
I'm just saying, come on, get to some points, dude.
Well, no, it wasn't dangerous.
Well, like a buddy of mine that went to Cozumel, back in the heat of all of us doing electrical work, he goes down there for his not his wedding, but his honeymoon, and he's dying laughing because he kind of ventured out of the little safety zone, and he's sitting in this little, I guess you would call it a pub. I mean, really, it doesn't really have four walls that that doesn't seal anything through the environment. So I don't know, what would you call it, a porch with a bar? I don't know. But he takes a picture and shows me the picture of this green water hose, and in the green water hose is all the electrical wires that are running from outlet to outlet. Their conduit, their flexible conduit was a green water hose. And I'm dying laughing because it's not like Romex that's in a sealed, wires protected in the Romex and then the Romex in the water hose. This is like stranded number 12 in a water hose. It's freaking hilarious to see the pictures. Sorry,
cool,
I guess if you were an electrician, you would get it. It's funny.
I know, but how come he tells a boring story and nobody's over there snoring?
Because I kept it to a very short minimum.
I'm talking about getting drunk in the Bahamas, baby. I'm talking about
but
outside the cruise.
You made it like 12 minutes long.
You're smoking pot with a local,
and again, you're making it 12 minutes
He
long.
never makes it that long.
Yeah.
You're trying to describe it like
I do
it's
it
your
in
life.
minutes, Denise.
Seconds, chick. Seconds.
I don't do distance. I do minutes. So set aside about 45 minutes. Boom, boom.
So we're 10:03. We're going to wrap this puppy up.
We need to before we go to jail.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point,
you know what I'm going to do today?
Please, God, tell me.
I'm
taking a bath.
No, hell no. It ain't Friday. I'm Netflix and chilling. Well, I'm gonna have a vodka seltzer.
I need you to rephrase that. We've now determined that you can't use the word Netflix and chill because it's demeaning. It exploits other things. People start thinking dirty thoughts because it's Netflix. Really,
I'm gonna go Hulu and commitment.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Are you going by American Fam in today?
Yeah. You see these two guys doing air conditioning? That kind of delegates my day.
Well, I know. I'm just asking because I was asked.
Yes. Let's word it this way. As soon as that AC comes on and I have to hand cash to somebody, then I can leave. Oh, speaking of cash, let me paint a picture of what happened to me at the ATM machine yesterday. So yesterday, I pull up to the ATM machine at Lowe's, and I get off my motorcycle because, you know, you have to lean down to look in this machine because it's supposed to be the car machine, you know, that you pull up and look from your car. So I pull my bike to where I'm in the lane, just like a car would be, but I'm about, the front tire is about 6 feet away from the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and say I had a Glock on my hip, under my shirt, under my vest. I have my motorcycle helmet on. You're a jackass, Mike.
278.
So I'm trying to take $1,000 out of the bank, and it wouldn't allow me to take 1,000, so I have to take 800. Well, at the time the 800 come out, at the time the $800 comes out, I see two thuggish looking gentlemen in a car, and I hear, oh my God, look how much money he's got, blah, 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 blah. The little music's booming a little bit. I thought, yep, this might not go good. So I go ahead. They can't see my right hip. I go ahead, pull my shirt up, go ahead, tuck it behind the handle of my gun. I then stand up. I turn, walk over to the bike as I'm unsnapping my helmet. I set it down on my mirror. I adjust my gun again so they can clearly see that there's a gun.
Welcome to the world.
So then I
today.
nicely walk back over to the machine and it's asking, do I want another transaction? And I'm like, yes, because I still need the other $200. And then when I get my money, I pull the bike forward and get into a parking spot and step off the bike. I didn't even put my helmet back on or nothing. And I watched them get their money. And as they slowly pulled off, they're staring at me. And the problem is we've already heard way too many reports where people have taken cars and just barely tapped the rear end of a bike at a stop sign. And of course, the person gets off the bike to, you know, hey, what's is everything over there? And they have been robbed.
Yeah, they got you.
So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you just thought. And the way that the front of the Lowe's is designed, it's got this weird entrance and everything that's behind businesses off of 20. Well, at that point, it's still 138. And then there's also a side entrance. So no matter which way I would have went out, I could have been a victim at a stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
But it's real funny that, you know, to me, my gut feeling said that I was fixing to get robbed.
What is it?
They
Them
saw
having the
a
ATMs
stack of 20s come out. All they know is, ma'am.
What is it? Because both of the home improvement stores have ATMs in the parking lot.
So you can get money?
No, but I'm just it's just random.
Off 278?
Salem Road.
But yeah, man, I had a feeling that I was fixing to get robbed. Have a feeling. If I wouldn't have been packing, I probably would have. And people can say I'm just assuming it all you want, but my gut feeling says
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
That's right.
Well, they say
hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Judged by 12 instead of carried by 6.
That's right.
Well, in my case, carried by 8. But
so because I was
12.
having some testicle difficulties with the machine, I had opened up my app on my phone and hit the call their 1-800 number. So I made sure that at the same time that this was happening, I was physically on the phone that I know would be a recorded phone call. Do you see my point?
Oh, yeah.
So it was nice coinky-dink that I needed to call the 1-800 number, but truthfully, I made sure I was on a recorded phone call so that if something happened, there would be a recorded phone call, not counting the ATM's already seen my face, then they saw their face because they got money out too. Does that make sense? So
yes,
I was just making sure that I was on the phone with Bank of America and I'm explaining, hey, yeah, I'm at this machine, man. It was acting a little silly, blah, 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 blah. The good thing is they now pulled up exactly at what machine I was at. Mm-hmm. So since they're pulling up my transaction, if I would have got robbed, they would have heard it. It would have been recorded and it would also have my destination. Just saying.
I have something for you.
Yes, you have something for me. Oh, you're such an idiot. Hot dog. Now I'm going to be stuck with that all day.
All day.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I had to watch 6 episodes of that back-to-back last night. I just play on the iPad and let it play in the background. So, hey, y'all, we're getting out of here. It's just fun in the morning. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with us.
Have y'all been watching?
It's only just for fun.
Spartacus on Netflix. Have y'all watched that yet?
I was trying to turn the phone off. No, what? I
Spartacus.
tried watching Spartacus when
It's-
it was on like Showtime or whatever it was originally on.
The first 2 episodes like are really kind of but
It gets better.
yeah, it gets a lot better. I'm
Mhm.
enjoying it. So I'm
But
probably
you
gonna-
almost have to pretend it has nothing to do with the movie.
or the real story.
But I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
It's just a show. It's
Yeah.
based on the people of Spartan. It has nothing to do with the movie.
It's I'm enjoying it.
Right.
I'm enjoying it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of, real quick, you know Steve Harvey's new show, Little Big Shots, that comes on
I've
NBC on
seen
Sundays.
pictures of it. I
I
don't
will
know
tell
what's
you
going on.
what, you will laugh hysterically.
No, I won't.
It is so funny. You've
Okay.
got to watch it.
I won't watch it.
Sunday nights, but you can of course pull it up on demand.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like Steve Harvey.
So we're out of here.
See you guys. Have a
10
great week.
Boy!
Oh, wait, I'll be here
10:09.
tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll be
Yeah,
here.
you
tomorrow.
both of y'all will be. Stephanie's laying out 2 days in a row. Coinky dink? I think not. I'm
All
just
right,
picking.
well-
I'm just picking.
Chirp,
Y'all are
chirp, chirp.
idiots. Y'all are idiots making fun of me. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys later. We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in to
Bye.
Just Fun Radio. Thanks for being part of helping everything grow, man. We'll see you guys
Hey.
tomorrow.
Stop talking about Mike like that.
Shut up. I need you to stay here while he leaves first because you don't really want him following you to the car in those.
Oh, yes,
Yoga
she
pants,
does.
dude.
I'll walk backwards.
All right, everybody. We're out of here. It's Just Fun in the morning.
Oh my god, bye.
There's people in there, honey. Don't be startled. Oh, by the way, see you guys.
Bye.
Hold on, let me turn it back on so everybody can wave. Bye, you guys.
Oh my
Chaka
God.
Khan. Later, you guys. See y'all later. See ya. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Like they say in China, chow mein.
Chow mein.